mean it's ass.
Ass.
We'll get demonetized.
We're not even
we were
monetized now.
monetized?
No, we're not monetized.
Go!
Hello, and welcome to Vanguard Tales. I am your dungeon master for today. My name is David, and I am joined by him, her, that guy, and that guy. Getting worse at this every week. No, I'm joined with Sam, Jess, Martin, and the other Dave. Yay, David.
Hello!
Hello.
Hola! ¿Cómo estás?
¿Dónde está mi
Hi.
biblioteca?
So this week,
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz!
who's doing recap this week?
Oh, hello. Me.
Oh, you.
Yes.
Take it away.
Last week we did stuff. No, last week we
We
woke
did
up
stuff.
in Chase's house. We stayed the night, and he came down and didn't really remember much of the night. Turns out he does a lot of drugs now. He threw them away, and we managed to steal them and keep them away from him. He then took us to where Oscar was in the city, and we met a robot-type guard called Caitlin. Old Raven. Basically had some nunchucks. So I'm really bad with names in case you haven't worked out already.
As am I.
Raven had some nunchucks which belonged to Oscar, which got us entry. He was intrigued enough. Went down a very long corridor to a room filled with all types of shiny things and penises. Oscar's turned out to be a bit of an arse. He had everything he ever wanted, and basically was like, "Here, have some money." And we're like, "We don't want money. We want you to help with the spell plague." He was a bit reluctant, but with a bit of charming from Feora, he was like, "Right, fine. If you go to the City of the Dead and kill this Death Knight, within 5 days, I will help with the plague spell, plague spell, whatever." It all amounts to the same
The
thing.
drought.
The drought.
The great magic drought.
The great magic.
But he
drought.
did say it had to be done within 5 days, and do not touch the Banshee. Like, don't even move her out of the way. Do not touch her. We accidentally pissed him off. Can't quite remember how, but we did. So we ended up walking 4 hours down this corridor to get back out. We went back to Chase's, and we were a bit at a loss of what to do. So we went gambling. Some of us had a real bit of success, others not so much, and then somebody made a pact with some evil deity thing.
Not much
No names mentioned, and he just happened to put all of his money on this number, which just happened to appear on roulette. So
Random.
he won a lot of money, which he split generously, but Feora, sensing it was ill-gotten gains, wanted no part. Next morning, we didn't all want to wander around with all that money in our back pocket, so we all went to the bank and deposited it off, except for...
Because you had to carry around a massive platinum bar.
Because there's a giant
Like
platinum bar.
Yes.
So,
Massive brick.
next morning, we all went to the bank, opened up accounts, except Feora, and we all
Didn't need one.
didn't need one. We deposited money. You did not.
I deposited half of my own money and kept half away.
Can you physically carry that though?
Yes.
You get it in platinum, yeah, it's not too bad. And we just leaving the bank, and I believe Raven left and was going shopping, and that's where we left.
It is. So, you are stood in Waterdeep. Your bags filled with coin. Except for you, because you don't like coin.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good. That probably having the most money you've probably had in your entire life. Sat comfortably in your pouch. It does make you feel a little bit uneasy at the same time.
Yeah, I'm super alert.
Do you have the alert feat?
Damn it! It was a trick. Damn it! It's a trap.
So, it is probably lunchtime, 1 o'clock, something like that. Weather's nice. City is busy.
Where are we at? Just outside the bank.
Yep, just sort of stood on the steps just outside the bank.
Is that guard still there?
Oh yeah.
I ignore him. I smile and like wave. I don't say anything to him.
He's just
Yeah, you've got a date, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I have an appointment to discuss where he got his swords because they look really good quality.
he's got no idea.
So he's going to come and meet me at 6 and talk about his sword.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh. Jeff McUsername has followed us on Twitch. Hello, Jeff McUsername.
Hello.
That's
That's
oldest.
Also,
Boo!
Don't boo our only fan! What is wrong with you? Get out of here!
if Balderson doesn't watch us, I don't think anyone would. Do I know the location roughly of like? Is there a magic district?
You are in.
Shush,
You are in. Yeah, I mean, you're in the trade district, so this is where most of the shops, marketplaces,
Okay.
a lot of the goods are sold that come into the city.
Um,
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm literally looking for a place to buy potions from.
I'm looking for a place that does kind of defensive and attacking kind of weapons and potions and the like. And
Okay.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also need jewelers.
Well, okay. I would like everybody to make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh! She knows exactly where it is.
With modifiers?
What were my rolling? Investigation.
Yes.
Cost me
24.
17 and I rolled a 9.
17.
So 17, 24.
Yeah.
6.
Wow.
I know. Oh, God, I wasted that roll. 11. But I just wasted that roll. That was just me throwing. A 19 and 20. Do I use lucky to do that?
No.
I don't know.
So- You're kind of wandering through the streets, kind of a little bit aimlessly. You're just kind of.
Are we all together? Because I
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't split
together.
up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Sorry.
And they're all together.
Because I wouldn't split away from
No,
them.
no.
But
Yeah. No. So you're all just kind of looking around, seeing what shops you find, and there's so much here in terms of shops. There is a shop for virtually everything, and
Flat
you
London, innit?
do see a couple of places which take your interest. There is a place that sells armor, and it has next to on its sign it has like a couple of almost like seals, like if they were royalty, but there's sort of 3 of them on this sign. So it looks like it's obviously a shop of some repute. In the shop window, there's a number of very impressive-looking suits of armor, and the sign simply says "The Halls of Hilma."
The halls of Hilma.
Yes. The other shops that catch your gaze is Sarender's Triumphant Arms, which seems to sell weapons,
Okay.
and also not too far away, a direct competitor, Sayan's Fine Swords.
What were the other ones?
Sarender's Triumphant Arms.
Cyander.
Surrender, like surrender, but not
Sa-
with an A. Surrender.
Surrenders.
Triumphant Arms. You see a large structure. again, there seems to be a number of guards outside this one, and it's called the Mage Hall. And the guards, rather than having swords and metal armor, they're wearing really nice robes, and they have like a big quarterstaff kind of looking thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
There is Hallenbar's lutes and harps, and a very grand general store called Adventurer's Welcome. A little curio shop called the Tirelessly Turning Wheel.
What shop?
Curious.
Like a curio shop.
Okay.
Sounds
Curious.
like knickknacks and bits and
Okay.
pieces.
Cool.
Like if a pawn shop was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, like the CEX of D&D.
I like it.
And
A
you also find a shop which sells animals and monsters and
Ooh.
things like that.
Dinner.
I love how you said dinner and I've just underlined pet shop.
And last but not least, you find Malazar's Magnificent Magic, which was the hardest thing on my list to find, but Jess's natural 20 has managed to find it.
The halls of Hilmar.
Yes.
Do I recognise the crests that are on there?
You don't recognise whom they belong to, but you do recognise them as some form of nobility of some description, possibly a lord or baron or
So it's
something
not
like
like
that.
Cormier's crest is on there.
No, it's not from kingdoms. It's not like a kingdom type seal.
Yeah.
It's like a Nike, it's like a little tick, and
And then like three bands that are like sideways.
more like you
yeah.
get an impression off of like a signet ring or something like that.
Yeah.
That kind of style.
Like a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously some
crap.
important families, lords,
Okay.
important merchants, or something of that nature has seen fit to place their mark upon this establishment. Obviously, that's created a bit of prestige for them. So, from the shops available, which would you like to look in first?
Well, Quinius, you've been pointing these out rather spectacular. Is
I hope I have the enunciation correct.
anywhere in particular you'd like to go first?
I think we'd better lighten our purpose a little bit and be a little bit better prepared for this task that raving lunatic wants us to go on.
I think we will have to be careful with what we buy. I mean, this money did come to us in a strange way, so
Yes.
it could be taken away just as quickly. So we just have to be not too extravagant, I think.
I would like to very much visit the magic store over there, and I think it would be wise for us to stock up on some adventuring gear,
That
perhaps.
sounds good. Yes.
Well, I've put most of my money away. I have not taken much.
Well, I've got a reasonable amount. I can always
Well, we can
buy
always
for
go
you,
back
and
to the
then we can
bank
go
if
back to the
needed.
bank later.
Yes, of course. I mean, do not get me wrong. I am fine on the money at the moment, but yes.
Yeah, we go to the magic store now.
You wish to go to Malazar's Magnificent Magic.
Yes.
Okay. So, the shop itself is quite unassuming. The sign isn't very big. The shop frontage is quite plain. But something about it kind of draws you in. And you open the doorway leading into the shop. And it's very much like a TARDIS. It's got like a tiny little outside, and you look inside, and it's just massive. It's like a small warehouse. There are dozens of sales assistants, if you will, all sort of darting around serving people and organising things and polishing and all kinds of things like that. And again, there's probably probably 10 or 15 customers looking around as well at this point. Various races, although mostly humans, but there's an elf here, a dwarf, and a couple of other races.
Is it split into sections at all? Like potions, magical items?
Yes.
Is there books?
There are books.
I'd like to try and find a book, if possible. Seeing like the link between Tritons and magic, if possible. Like, as in, like it. Basically, if there's a book about Tritons in relation to magic, I appreciate it'd be very hard to probably find, but I would like to give it a go.
Okay, so like a lore book.
So in
sort of
terms from
thing.
my point of view, I
Yeah.
know obviously we're quite intrinsically linked with the water elemental plane.
Yes.
So if there's a book about that, and then about magic within Tritons, if there is knowledge of it, and a little bit about history of them as well.
Okay.
Of course.
Is it very tight?
And I would probably look for that book in a curiosity shop as well.
Okay. So most of the books that you're kind of looking through, most of them they're not really knowledge type books.
Yeah.
As such,
Spells.
they are like spells and
Okay.
things like that.
Yeah.
So there are various books with various spells.
Yeah.
And
They have kind of scrolls with kind of
there's
spells on
some
them.
scrolls. There's a sort of books, scrolls, and then you've got like your other items, and there just seems to be mountains of stuff here. Literally, there must be virtually anything you can imagine.
Okay. I mean, I'll just peruse through that for the time being.
Yeah, you will kind of sort of fan out a little bit and start sort of poking around.
Yeah, I'm looking for kind of protection, kind of magic items.
And yeah, a small halfling female comes over to you all, and she's like, "Well, hello. So, what can I do for you? Let's see. Well, you're a strange bunch of people. Well met. My name is Dixie, and I will be your sales consultant for today. And let me assure you, whatever you want, we have it.
30 gold statement.
This is a
Very.
Whether you can afford it or not's another thing. But well, yeah.
I think.
So you're looking for the cheaper section?
Yes,
Not
please.
necessarily. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And what could I get for 20 gold, if I may?
Well, let me see. Let's make a quick investigation check. Oh dear. I think the cheapest thing we have is 50.
Fair. And what was that?
A potion of healing.
Is this the standard?
Yes.
Yeah, that's standard.
Is that what you're looking for, lovely? Yes.
I'm alright, but maybe my compatriots have a bit more of what they need.
All right then. Well, if you need anything else, you pipe up. It's not a problem. Anything you need. Just not for 20 gold.
Well, maybe just start with 6 of your superior healing potions.
6 superior healing potions. Well, okay.
If you have them.
Oh, of course we have them. Don't worry. Let me see. 6, you say?
Yes.
Very well. Superior healing potions, if my memory serves. They're the third one, aren't they? They're quite pricey. I think they're 450 each from memory. Let's have a look for my...
Raven looks unfazed by this figure.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, write down your shopping list.
Exactly. I'm just writing down kind of the amount it would be.
Wow. So, yeah, just chuck it in there. Potion of supreme healing.
It's the top one. So one.
So you want
one
superior healing. Yeah, 450. So 450 each.
Okay.
And So very well, 6 of those. Very nice, yes.
Do you have anything for kind of myself? I'm very much a hands-on kind of fighter. I'm looking for kind of protection for possibly my arms, and if you have a cloak or something like this.
Oh, yes, yes. I see. I think I know what you mean. You're looking for some bracers, yes?
Yes, no, that would come very much. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too much problem. I think we had a shipment of those in the other day. Let me just check the inventory. Give me a moment. She scurries off, starts clanging around among some boxes, and comes over. And she said, "Yes, we have 1 set of braces of defense. They'll provide a good amount of protection for you.
Okay.
These are just a mere 6,000 gold."
Okay. Okay. Now the kind of weapons I have a kind of. Do you have any staffs or?
Rods? Wands?
No, kind of quarter staffs kind of thing that, but might have any magical properties to them.
Yes, most
Especially if they
definitely.
have anything against kind of undead.
Undead. Well,
If you have anything like that.
I mean, we have things like Staff of Healing.
Mm-hmm.
There's Staff of Fire. Undead don't like fire, so I hear. Never personally fought one, but yes, Staff of Fire.
Okay, might come in handy.
Or how about Staff of the Adder? Yes, snaky.
Well, the staff of the fire. Tell me about this.
Yes, it's very fiery. Let me just go and get it, and I can show you.
Okay.
Fair, quite strong, and also okay. She's like, well, and she comes over and she has one that's like a long golden like staff, and on the top is literally like a small sort of bulbous area with like fire actually kind of coming out of it.
Oh wow. It's a kind of quarter staff that you
Yeah.
can. Okay.
She's like, so this gives the wielder the ability to cast some magic spells,
Okay.
fire ones, of course, flaming fingers or something,
Right.
fire rock.
Fire rock. I like the
I think
sound
that's
of
what
that.
it's called, and sealing of flames.
Because this is part of my wheelhouse. Can I?
You can make Arcana checks.
Yeah.
Anybody who wishes to interpret those.
Oh, I
Almost.
came off a 19 now.
An 11.
An 11.
I can't.
Spicy hands.
Spicy hands.
Carl Spicy, you know. 13.
Sorry, I was frantically looking at items. And it's like, no, it's okay.
Not a quarter staff.
That's
No,
15. 15 for me on the Arcana.
So yeah, you roughly gauge that she means the spells Burning Hands, Fireball, and Wall of Fire.
Oh, wow.
Are you a mage yourself?
Me? Oh no, I'm a sales assistant.
And how much is this
Got a few things.
quarter staff of fire?
If memory serves us well, this can only be used by a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. Are you one of those, Harry?
No, I'm not.
I mean,
Funny. No, I'm. Yeah, no.
ah,
Not,
perhaps one of your colleagues, a gift for them. Yes, it's only 16,000.
Wow. Okay.
I'll take it. I bring Feora aside.
She can't use it.
I'm not sure. Can you use it?
She's a fighter.
But I'm not sure.
Other than she
Yeah.
is fiery, so I guess it kind of makes
That's
sense.
exactly what I was.
Yeah, fair.
Would that be anything for your style?
No, I'm more of a martial specialist.
Right. Okay.
I know what I want.
Give her a stab.
Fair enough. Do you have anything in? I get out my camera. I show you these. Any kind of magical ones like this? These are just normal, but if you have anything like this, maybe.
Oh, I can't say I've
Any
really
kind
seen
of-
anything like that
Sight
before.
of death, yes.
Signs of instant death.
Sight of finger of death.
Oh
yes.
wow!
Yes. Scythe of disintegration.
I'll take 3. I cannot even use them.
Nothing like this.
I don't. I honestly I've never seen such a strange looking weapon before.
Okay.
But no, I don't believe we have anything like that. But perhaps some of the blacksmiths might be able to assist you with
Okay.
with something like that. I've certainly not seen anything of the magical nature regarding
Okay,
those items.
Well then, just those those items that I said, please.
Okay, so the 6 potions,
Uh-huh.
the braces of defense,
Yes.
and the fire staff.
No, not the fire staff. We can't use that.
Well, we do know that these two are fairly magical, then it'd be use of any of these two.
What did it do? Like it's burning hands.
Burning Hands, Fireball, and Wall of Fire.
I do not think I can use that from what the lovely lady was saying.
I could use it, but it wouldn't be of great benefit, really. I don't think.
So, just the braces and the potions, please.
Ah, well, I mean, if you wanted it, I could give you 10% off the whole order if you wanted the staff as well.
I think we may wish to purchase some things as well, so maybe...
Oh, okay.
Well,
And she
yes.
almost just kind of tosses it away. Like,
What boom?
After you, Gwyneth, I know you were particularly keen on finding this place.
and she takes the coin from you.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to refresh your coin before you deduct it.
Oh, really?
Oh god, what?
Really?
Someone's passive perception was too low.
Oh no.
This is where he doesn't even notice at all.
Is that what?
It's like a sphincter says what?
What?
And she's like, so,
Son of a bitch!
What?
Counting them as well.
What?
Right.
Been mugged.
Yes. Very much so.
Oh dear. I'm
not that bad.
I'm a little bit lacking in the self-defense kind of department at the moment. I was hoping you might. have
Oh,
something to
I'm
bolster
afraid I've just
myself.
sold my last braces.
I was meaning more in terms
I thought
of.
you said you
like
had a
bodily
shipment
protection?
of them.
Well, yes, we only get one at a time.
No.
That's not what you said.
Bodily protection, something.
How about
Lightweight.
we oh, lightweight, right, yes. We have got some mithril full plate armor
No.
plus
no,
3.
No, not very suitable for me.
Armor of etherealness?
I stand before her in my 5'3" tiny frame and go, I don't think I'd be able to
Hefty.
wear such grandiose armour, unfortunately.
Oh.
And
Okay.
perhaps got something a little bit more suitable for a magic caster. We're not exactly the beefiest of people. I've spent most of my life with my nose in a book.
I see. So you're kind of looking like... I see. So you're kind of looking like...
I turn to Feora and just say very quietly, "Would these really be of any benefit to you?" Yes.
So what were you wearing at the moment?
Standard, I think. I'm wearing
Like a robe?
leather. I didn't have a thing for
Yeah,
the kind of thing I
normal
wanted, but it's like
clothes.
black leather with a slight...
Just leather armour.
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
I've got like imagining like a sheer black cloak over that, but the actual armour is leather.
Well, there must be some good leather here. Oh, maybe some rope. Because you're a sorcerer, aren't you? Yes. Yes.
Not that I want to be mettering, but I was rather hoping for something.
Robes, cloaks.
A cloak, maybe something that I could adorn on myself, if that's not possible. A jewellery item, perhaps. Something enchanted.
Well, we do have a very nice robe. It's very beautiful. It has many scintillating colours.
What?
It has red and yellow.
Okay, well, what is its purpose?
Well, let me just get it from the cupboard for you, and I will show you. And she darts off and comes back a moment later, having this rather attractive robe, and it almost kind of shimmers and changes colour in the light.
Nice. Wait.
So yeah, essentially, it's a robe of scintillating colours. It has 3 charges, and while you're wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cause the garment to display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of your next turn. During this time, the robe sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Creatures that can see you have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. In addition, any creature in the bright light that can see you when the robe's power is activated must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become stunned.
Okay, that sounds impressive.
Basically, anything that comes near you can razzle dazzle it.
What's it called?
Razzle.
The razzle.
Robe of scintillating colours.
That's not coming up on my magic thing.
It's because you've only got armour. Yeah.
Red and yellow and pink and blue.
So would this be of interest to you? It's a mere 6,000 gold.
That might be actually. Yes, I definitely put that to one side as a strong maybe.
Oh, okay. Perhaps something more sneaky. Yes. Let's see. Oh, yes, that's an idea. Oh, we like that. Oh, yes. How about a lantern that magically reveals things?
That sounds very useful.
Especially for where we're going.
Yes.
And she sort of shows you. And it's a very sort of unassuming looking lantern. And it has just a small opening on the front with some kind of almost like a lens on there of some description.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that when you light the lantern, invisible creatures and objects will become visible while they're within the light.
That sounds very, very tempting. How much would that one be?
Oh, the lantern is but a mere 5,000 gold.
Add it to the pile, definitely. Yes, I think so.
So both of these, okay, no problem.
Okay. I'm not so sure about the robe, if I'm honest.
What's wrong with the robe? It's a magnificent garment. It would look very, very chic on you. Oh yes.
I'm not looking for chic so much as I'm looking for practical, I'm afraid.
Well, what's more protection than someone who can't hit you because they can't see you?
Fair enough.
As a wise man in a dojo once said, If a man can't see, he can't fight.
Nice.
Right.
Right.
Right. Disadvantage.
Oh, can I ask a quick question? Do you have anyone here that can identify magical objects?
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I do know a person.
Okay. And whereabouts would they be?
Well, if I might suggest, you try
The Mage Hall.
the Mage Hall. Indeed, you appear to have already know the
I
place.
clocked the rather spectacular magic wielding guards out front.
Ah, yes. We equip those guards ourselves.
Very nice.
I just passed you a couple of gold. Thank you very much for the information.
Ah, thank you very much. I assume that's 2 platinum then, because you only have platinum coins.
No, I have gold as well.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, I do now.
Not when I checked it a minute ago and removed some.
I removed. You only removed the platinum, didn't you?
You had no gold.
Oh, did you take the gold as well? Did you? Fair enough. I wasn't sure. Son of a bitch.
The roll is conditional on the offensive question I have in terms of weaponry. Anyway, do you have any wands or rods of any kind?
Wands.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yes. We have lots and lots of wands. And she literally just pulls over like almost like a shoebox, and there's just loads of wands just piled in all higgledy-piggledy.
This is not all about this.
She's like,
Always chosen the wizard.
no.
That's always been true.
It's like, yes, this one is definitely you.
Just where we asked all
This
the
one
men stuff.
shoots missiles.
But I can do that.
Well, so could this stick.
It's definitely Gregorevich.
My ability to shoot
Definitely
missiles may
Gregorevich.
render the stick unmerit in this situation, I'm afraid.
I see. Okay, well, it appears that I misjudged you.
Quiz.
How about a wand
He took
that makes you into a spider?
220.
I mean, not literally,
Did you even do a perception?
but you can like
You got passive
use
perception.
webs and stick things.
I suppose yeah, my passive perception's actually
Let's go, web, go!
Probably my fault.
Possibly. Let me just confer with my my friend.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm going to be just robbing you at once.
What? Yes, Bill?
Perception's like 14.
I've never actually seen you
Yeah, I
fight.
suppose so. Yeah,
What's
you
your
just robbed me.
style?
Just to illustrate a point, he's just on 100 platinum off you.
Ooh, sweet.
You rolled it, it's done!
Smashed him in the face.
Did you notice me then? Because with that 18,
Blasty.
that's like...
Can I
Oh,
roll?
I see. So you
Passive perception.
stand at the back and fire spells from a distance. Is that what you do?
Effectively, yes. I'm not very good as a close combatant, unfortunately. It's not really my thing.
May I suggest then that possibly you go for either defense of when people get close to you, or a specialization in keeping people far away?
That's
Ah.
what I'm fucking
I
asking for.
see.
I've sent
You
someone a
would
very
like to keep
specific list.
things
Yes, but
far
you're
away.
not quite there with the people, the way that people talk here.
No, we're not.
How about a wand of the war mage?
That sounds exactly like something I'd be interested in.
Perfect. We
How
have
much would that
a
be?
lesser, a greater, and a supreme
How
edition.
much would they be?
Well,
Sweet.
the let's see. Yes, I found the basic one we have is only 1,200. The intermediate one is but a mere 5,000 gold, and the creme de la creme is but a mere 20,000.
I'll take all three.
Sold to this gentleman over here.
That was not me. That was clearly not my voice.
Oh, I must have. Who wanted to
Yeah.
buy these?
He went that way.
I think,
Oh.
but
I'll chase him down.
I think my friends wanted to buy one of them.
I'll take the
don't want them anymore.
intermediate one at 5k. If you could hold these 3 items here, I will return shortly.
Would you like me to get them? You can pay me back.
That, if have you got the money on you?
Yes.
That would be preferable. So if
Have
I'm
you
not...
got the money?
Have you got the money on you?
Just.
Just. That's 5k, 6k, and 5k. So that's 16k altogether. So you probably don't.
I haven't got that. I've got 15,000.
So what were you getting?
The lantern, the cloak, and the intermediate wand of
Wow.
warcasting.
Wow. I was being nice and
She is splunging her money.
Surely there can be some form of discount for this.
Yes,
Look how
because
much
we have spent.
we are spending. You offered 10% previously, just said. And I myself has not even begun to start shopping yet.
Persuasion check.
Oh, you've got to be pretty good at them, surely. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Are you alright?
23.
Have I kicked you?
kicked me
Yeah.
in the chest.
So how much was your total?
16k for my order.
16.
Yeah.
And I've already spent, what, 8,000?
She's like, well, I can do your order for 15.
Knocks a grand off of it. That would be suitable. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm not very good at this conversation.
Right, Norwegian.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Wow.
It's a wee, how are you?
So yeah, who's paying? 15?
I've paid you.
15k. Okay. You now have those items added to your inventory.
Nice. Okay. I give you my 3k now, just up front.
Okay.
That's in, if we're being very specific,
Gold or platinum?
that's 200 platinum and 1,000 gold coins. Just so we've got.
There are 4 things that I would like to ask you about, if possible.
Okay.
So I owe you 12k
One?
in the bank.
I would like to find something that might be helpful in killing undead. I know there's been conversations had, but we are about to fight a night of death or something like this.
Death Knight.
A death
Death
knight,
knight?
yes, yes.
Oh.
And if there is something that is useful, I do not know what is effective or anything, but if you know of anything, then that could be quite helpful.
Okay. Okay.
Is there like a wand of instant death knight death or something like this?
Want to make it go!
Make it die.
Actually, there might be. Hold on.
Perfect. This could solve our problems.
Die, peasants. Let's go.
No.
Okay.
Robe or cloak?
Probe. Scintillating gold.
I have found a magic scroll.
Okay, yes.
Now, this scroll contains some very dark magic. Very powerful.
Okay.
If you're sure that you will be able to handle it, then I would have to get you to sign a disclaimer before purchasing it, absolving us for any harm that you may cause to others or yourself with this magic. But suffice to say that this spell could immediately eliminate any foe of your choice.
What?
I'm going to put a pin in that for the moment.
Finger of death spell.
I'd like to see what else you might have.
No.
No, really.
Power word kill.
Oh.
Is, there are a couple of other things because that sounds very good, but I am a little bit worried it might be potentially a bit too strong for us. But I was told that to fight this creature, our weapons would not be good enough as they are. They would need silvering or they would need magic put on them. Is this something you can do?
Yes.
I see. You
Because
wish,
I would
wish-
like to.
you wish to have an item enchanted.
Yes, this works, doesn't it not?
That we can do.
Maybe yes.
So, what kind of enchantment are you looking for? Just
I do not know. I do not know what enchantments there are available.
okay. Well, how about let's see if it's something undead, perhaps. Oh.
I mean, if you could make it stronger or something, I don't really know. Just something magical, I think. I do not think in its current state it will do that much damage to...
If they are undead, maybe something holy would be able to pierce
Yes,
them.
potentially. Does it matter that I am not religious?
Are you good?
I like to think I am, yes. In fact,
He checks this.
let me check my soul and I will tell you.
Running self-diagnostics.
I like to try and be good, but probably not really. I think I'm more in between, I would say. I'm quite neutral about certain aspects of life.
Why?
You do look after yourself quite frequently.
Unfortunately,
Why do you ask?
most of the holier magics require one to be pure of conscience, and I do not wish to sell you something if it is not going to work for you.
What are you thinking of selling? Because my friend here, you seem... she
Well,
I always
No, I'm
try
always
and do
good.
the best for people, but sometimes they don't listen.
well,
Rampant dictator. Yes.
as I appreciate that you are quite well-funded people, I will show you to a small selection of items we have, which will probably do what you need to do, without any significant risks to others. And she pulls out almost like a holy symbol. It's like a talisman, and she kind of holds it out. And you can feel like the goodness radiating from it.
What?
Fuck's sake.
What?
Are you actually giving us one thing you're about to? Ah,
What is?
What is this? This seems very powerful.
This is
Potentially game breaking.
This is indeed incredibly mighty, and it can defeat evil with but a blink of an eye. But it does not come cheap.
You know.
I wasn't listening to half of it. Sorry,
No.
I was busy showing you guys that.
This looks like some form of...
I mean, this talisman is but a mere 75,000 gold.
Wow.
I think that may be
Oh wow.
a bit too expensive for
I
for
see.
me.
My apologies.
Yep.
Yeah. However, I think I've maybe gotten a bit overboard. We have money, but I was just hoping to put a little enchantment on my trident.
I see. Well, we could make it sharper for you. We could make it. We could make
this
it
count as magical?
More stabby?
more stabby. Yes, I mean it's clearly
Yes.
quite stabby at the moment, but we could make it, sharper, able to deal more damage. We could. We could.
I will save you time from looking through your many menus. If you could do a little bit more damage, that would be perfect for me. And also there was one other thing I wanted. Can you tell me if such a thing is true? I have heard rumor that there is an hat out there which when someone puts on... Do you want me to go?
No, sorry. One second.
When someone puts on the hat, they can change how they look.
Mask of disguise or something. Is that what it is?
It is an hat that maybe
Hat
you
of
might be able to disguise yourself.
hat of disguise. Is there a hat of disguise?
Well, it
I
might
thought it was a
be,
mask
or-
of disguise.
I don't know if there's a hat of disguise or. I mean, there might be. Just, you know.
I can't say I'm aware of a hat of disguise.
You're not. Yeah, there's definitely a hat of disguise.
Is there a hat of disguise? Oh god.
Didn't
It's gonna be
Cladney wear one
broken.
in the first?
Yeah, I thought Cladney had one.
That was a mask.
I don't think there is a mask of disguise. I think you've confused mask and hat.
Yeah, it's but a vessel. Could be on whatever. Oh, I see.
It's a plot device.
It's a plot device. Ah, I see. Yes, we do have such hats.
Yes, that would be very interesting for me.
Very well. I will just see if I can locate one of those in our stock now. And
Thank you.
She darts off.
As she's off at that Feora, like, is there anything you want? I can fund it a little bit. I have some of my own money, not just. I know you're a bit funny about his money.
Perhaps if I worked for the crown.
Potentially, yes.
Um,
Do you need? Because I'm worried you are like me with fighting. Do you need weapons that can? I was going to go to the blacksmith to see if this didn't work to silver, but I think this might work.
well, maybe perhaps if they enchant my scimitar with fire or such against the undead.
Perfect. That could be good.
Probably make it a bit stronger as well. Otherwise, just I can't think of anything to protect myself really. We'll need to make sure we don't die in this.
Yes. Yes. Well, I think they are.
Yeah, she comes back and she's like, the hat.
Perfect.
And it's just a fairly standard looking kind of bowler hat sort of thing. Nothing too. And
Can I test it out?
of course. She leans over and whispers the command word for you.
I say the command word and
Yep.
I try to turn into Raven.
Okay.
Nice. Works very well. I see.
Good hat.
And I take the hat off. Perfect. So how much for the hat? Making my trident magic. And
Yes.
also I would like to make my friends... she has a very impressive scimitar. Can you
Ooh.
magically make it on fire?
Oh. Magically make it on fire.
A sort of flame scimitar or something like this?
I see.
And I've only
Yes.
like cast you already.
Well,
What
if,
if I
if
want
you
a
can do
water
that, yeah, I should have the same for my camera. That'd be great.
You
And I just do a little bit as well. So, yeah, nothing's now working.
I now want a trident representation. Every time I stab, I clean the wound up. Like, stab!
You're going to be like a fairy godmother and just like,
I like it.
Nice, Dan.
Nice one.
you are all now Team Magma.
To be on fire. Team Magma. I like it.
Magma.
Yeah, so basically turning it into Flame Blade.
Yeah, Flame Blade.
Flame on!
I'm just trying to find out the pricing for Flame
This is
Blade.
the problem when you let people who know what magical items exist in the world go shopping.
I would like a Horn of Valhalla.
I would like, I don't know if this is possible, one of those stones that I think you throw it up in the air and it just floats around your head.
It makes you smarter.
It makes you smarter.
I'm pretty sure that's
some
some
make you
deity
more-
that's following you around.
some
has a
protect
wand
you a bit more.
knocking around somewhere.
Okay, so
Oh no, that's Cyric, not Orcus.
Not orcas? Oh, yeah.
There is
Orcus is
there's somebody who's got a very powerful hand. haven't
Yes,
they?
I think-
I lost my hand once. I'd rather have a better
I
one.
think there's a hand somewhere, and
Yes.
I heard his eye somewhere as well.
Yes.
I think if you could get them
Yes.
together, I think.
Or sometimes I'm
it's
better
not
with
called
an
a
axe
Flame
and
Blade, though, is it?
Flame tongue.
It's flame tongue blade.
Is that what it is? Flame Tongue.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Flame
trying to
on.
find this
I mean, you
stuff.
just
Yes, if there would be an axe of dwarfen
yes, I heard there was
kings
a.
or something.
Is there such a
Flame
thing
tongue,
as an
yes.
axe that would be suitable for a lord of dwarves?
Nice.
Yes, right here.
Yes.
It's just on the wall. Like,
To put it into context of how powerful the talisman that Sleep just showed us was, I would rather have that talisman than the axe of Dwarven Lords. Like, that talisman is
The
more
talisman's
broken.
broken.
Yeah.
Anything evil just dies.
Just dies.
Which, bear in mind, 90% of what we fight is classed as evil. Dead. Dead. But you have to be good to use it.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm neutral good.
I'm good. You're not good. Fuck off.
Are you actually good?
I'm chaotic. Good.
I love you all so much!
Exactly.
Stab!
If I think it's good, then it's good.
I mean, he feels like he's doing good.
I mean, he's not wrong. Batman's chaotic good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
Batman will quite happily like.
that's kind of loose.
But I don't know.
If I think it's for the greater good, if I'm
Further
doing
greater
something.
You're good.
Greater
Do you think it's for the greater good what you're doing?
Most of the thing has been by instinct, and I haven't meant to do stuff.
On fire,
Yep.
enhance your trident.
Yes.
And my camera's not on fire.
I can't make those on fire
Fair enough.
because they're made of wood on the handles, so they would just burn.
Okay,
yes,
no,
this is why.
just the blades. You wouldn't be able to just make the blades. Fair enough.
The whole thing is on fire.
Fair enough.
And the hat as well?
Oh,
And the hat. So see, 5,
maybe a better shield as well, if you have any
5,
special shields.
10
Oh, you're getting a bit fancy with someone shocking with no money.
plus the
I work
plus.
for the crown.
Okay. So we'll be looking at 12,000. That's the best I can do for those three.
Chaotic.
Okay,
ambivalent,
12,000 and
Chaotic.
ambivalent.
and my friend was
Chaotic ambivalent.
and my friend, she made a very good point. Have you got a better shield or like some
Ooh.
nice shields?
What shield do you have at the moment there?
I just
We
pull out
pull
my
out our,
buckler.
A buckler.
our standard shield. Insert shop bought shield here.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a picture of it a while ago. I sent it to.
I had a picture as well, but I don't know what.
Oh
I sent it
dear.
to Dan and he drew it up for me.
Yay.
How long does it take to attune to an item?
8 days.
Dustbin lid.
Just been lit.
Here's my shield.
Is
Pull
it
out
an hour
Raven.
or is it 24? Wow. Is it an hour or is it 24 hours?
It depends.
Attune.
In actual D&D terms, it's a long rest.
Okay.
Oh no, short rest.
Short rest.
Short rest to attune.
No?
Yeah.
Fair. An hour.
Which is an hour.
In
But
Sleet's
the
games.
sleep game is maybe different.
To attune to an item.
Yeah, just a rest.
Fine. So.
Aye.
Unless the item says otherwise.
Playing one campaign at the moment where the guy's like, oh yeah, you'll only attune to it when like you and the item bond, like when you need the item. Like it's a really
When you
weird
need
concept.
the item.
Well, it's a really weird concept.
Until then, no.
Yeah, so it's like, does my sword respond to me? It's like, no.
Yeah. I need it to do the thing right now. I would have wanted like, yeah!
God damn it, Leroy! I can't perform when there's so much pressure.
Is that rope of scintillating stars?
That's the ring of stars.
Yeah, stars is better.
By the way, we are both asking for shields, sir.
So, well, I have something special. I have a very nice shield. We just got in yesterday, and she pulls out a nice looking sort of a kite sort of shield. And it has an eye in the middle, and currently the eye is closed. And she kind of whispers a word, and the eye opens. She's like, ah. She can see, and she
Nightmare.
she can, and she said, I can see what my shield sees. It improves my perception.
That is very nice, but for me, I just want something that is better than stronger than this.
Oh, anything's better than that, dear.
But precisely, have you not got a stronger shield, or should I go to the blacksmith for this?
Well, I
Can
mean,
it help you see in the dark? Because you can't see in the dark, can you?
I have ways of making myself see in the dark, but potentially.
it does not help you with that, unfortunately.
Mr. Dustbin.
I think potentially, you have been very helpful
Very well.
Petrifying monsters now.
You have been very helpful. I think I will stick at the moment for enchanting my trident and the hat, and for 12,000. Is there any way you could throw in maybe a couple of normal healing potions?
I can give you 2 standard healing potions with that. That's fine.
Perfect. Now, I have money in the bank. Can I give you 1,500 now? I will run to the bank and get the rest for you.
Yes, but you will not be able to take any of the goods until it's paid in full.
That is fine. Put my trident down, put 1,500 down.
I'll get this ready for you for when you return. It should be about an hour.
Fantastic.
I'll pull out the scimitar and swing it round.
Oh.
1,500. I
Try
need
not to
another.
accidentally slash her arm off or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, she!
Not again.
Not again.
Oh look, there's a spare hand here.
I need another 1,000.
Hand over back.
10,500. Perfect. Could you do me a favour then, Ferror? Could you find the blacksmith and see if there is a shield better than this?
Yes.
And I'll sort of give my shield and be like, trade it in. If I will not use it if it's better. I will run and grab some money. So if they have some shield, I'll get a bit more. So maybe we could get some shield.
Yes.
Because we're the only two that use shields, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a shield, I think.
Do you?
I think. Hang on.
Do you use it though? Have I seen you use your
Can't
shield?
use shields
I can't use shields. Why not?
because it would say there if you could.
Yeah, you're not proficient.
I'll take my shield. Okay.
No.
Do you have any cloaks as well?
Cloaks? Of course.
Where would it say proficiency in shields?
Kind of for
Dog.
stealthing or protection or.
You're very obsessed with being protected.
Well, yes.
I'm
He's-
also obsessed with being protected.
I'm-
seized
I'm very
contact.
much. My fighting style puts me in danger. Some of the others are further away, but me,
How
I'm
about-
right in the midst of action.
How about a cloak of invulnerability?
That sounds expensive.
It also doesn't exist yet.
Ah.
But we are taking pre-orders.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
1568.
Pantheon.
So no other cloaks.
Pantheon.
Cloaks, well, we have a nice
I've
cloak. You're looking for protection, I assume. We do sell the cloaks of protection, but they're one of our more popular pieces. I'll just check if I have some.
Thank you.
So, is there no way to have mage armor just applied?
Certainly, I have one of those here for you.
So,
And how much is that?
15 plus
Oh,
16.
For you, as you're one of my best customers today, 3,500.
3,500. Okay. I have
Shouting.
3,000. I'll have to go to the bank and get the rest for you. But if I give you the 3,000 now, then I'll go to the bank and get the rest for you.
Very well.
Okay.
Is it about you?
No, it's the American spell. Oh. Actually, I've just seen if you do that
Yeah,
one.
I literally run straight back to the bank.
Go 13.
Okay. Raven looks like he's coming with you.
Turning after.
I will grab Quinnis. Quinnis Medea, would you mind if we visited the blacksmiths?
Yes, it's quite right. That's fine. I do need to stop by the bank at some point, but we'll go to the blacksmith first.
Well, these two are going to the bank right now. Would you like to join them? And I shall meet you at the blacksmith.
Yes, that's more. Yes, I do need to go to the bank.
Very well.
I raven a considerable sum of money. I'd rather get that paid up immediately.
Oh yeah. I don't need to go to the bank.
That's alright.
Cool.
Yeah, so then it will always add your deck.
I'll just stay here then if she's going to the bank and coming back. If she has some money,
And
just stay here. Have a look around at her, just to see if there's anything else that I like. Ooh.
Okay, well, you guys do your banking things. So
Yeah.
adjust your goals and your
Accordingly.
bank balances accordingly.
Okay, so I needed.
So can I take a short rest to kind of wait for them to come,
Yeah.
or no?
Because you've
Okay.
gone to the bank.
No, I haven't. I've stayed here because she's going to the
Oh,
bank.
Okay.
She has the money.
Is it now?
Yes.
Fine.
Cloak of flammability.
I need 12.
No,
1,000
I will
gold.
head to the bright.
Cloak of the Trogdor.
Yeah, and I'll head to the blacksmith's.
Okay, which one? The Halls of Hilma, who had the armour in the window.
Yeah.
Sarander's Triumphant Arms, or Cairn's Fine Swords.
Whichever one is best.
The triumphant arms.
The Triumphant Arms.
That will hopefully.
Right, let Lady Luck guide me.
Very well.
Roll the d6.
So, you enter Sarander's Triumphant Arms. And this is a much, much smaller shop compared to the one you were just in. It feels almost cramped by the spacious nature of the previous establishment.
Okay.
And there is a fairly young female dwarf who is hammering away on a forge. And she sort of wipes the sweat from her brow and sort of looks over and she's like, you're right.
Good day to you, milady.
And to you, my lady.
I'm here for a little bit of an upgrade, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, that I can help you with.
Do you deal with shields and armour? I'm afraid this is my first time in town.
No, we deal with arms.
Oh, I see, so weapons.
Yes.
I see.
You chose.
Well, not to waste your time any further then. I apologise for,
Are you sure?
well,
Let me show you some of the things I've got here.
just a quick glance of what she's got.
She's like, we've got arrows here, made with the finest craftsmanship, also available with enchantments.
Funny that.
We do berserker hand axes, now with curse removed.
I hear that's very difficult to come by.
They're nearly always cursed. You don't want one of those ones. We do braces of archery, but please note they're not competition certified.
Yeah.
We do have a very nice set of freshly made gold dragon scale mail. Yes, and also we do a little bit of leather working. We have made a rather nice saddle here, saddle of the Cavalier, guaranteed to never fall off.
I see.
Yes.
Well,
Perhaps one of these for you, my lady.
Unfortunately, not for me. I do have a compatriot though that likes showing off how blingy he is. So maybe he'll be back for the gold dragon scale.
Oh, sure. Oh, just to note, no dragons were killed in the making of the items.
Oh.
Well, it's good that they're being sourced reliably.
Indeed, yes.
Sustainably.
Wait,
Exactly,
dragons
yes.
are
We're all about responsibly sourcing our dragon scales here.
Thank you very kindly. Sorry to disturb you again, and
That's quite all right.
Timora's favour with you.
green, blue,
Yes.
white, bad.
Good day.
She sort of trundles back over.
Copper, gold,
You head
brass
out.
are good in Sunbury.
Yeah, so I'll go to the other shop instead.
Just over the bed.
Like copper.
Cairn's fine swords.
No, the hills of
The halls of Hilma.
Yeah.
Very well.
These three have all gone to the bank.
Yes.
I said I'd
No,
meet
I
with
haven't.
you.
No.
I'm still in the
Well,
magic
I've
place.
given you your money.
Multi-pays.
I've given you your funds.
Oh, cool. You have given it. Yeah, okay.
So yes,
I
you all
12,000.
kind of bump into each other along the way.
In gold, yeah.
Anywhere on the list of places I have it written down, but realistically, where I find a 5,000 value diamond in one of those places.
quite possibly. Curio shop.
Curio shop. Well, I go
The
with
mage place. Obviously, it's a spell component, so
True. I go with Faye first to the armor place. So.
okay.
If I've caught up with Faye, I'll go to the
Yeah.
armour.
Yep. Okay. So we're all heading to
He's
the
not
halls of
helpful, is he,
Hilma.
Go for it.
You
Okay.
haven't
So
told anybody you got lost your money yet, have you?
No.
Look, you've got
So
robbed.
nobody would be like, "Oh, we got your money." Yep.
I
So-
am keeping hold of my stuff now.
oh, is it now?
Most definitely.
Use it now.
Yes.
Okay. So
Halls of Hilma.
We're going to Curio, Dan.
you
shut
enter
up.
the halls of Hilma, and this is the inside of this this store is very much like it's kind of got more like a tailor's shop vibe to it. There's a very well dressed, probably quite wealthy man, and he's just kind of stood on a wooden podium, and they're measuring his arms
Something
and his
I'm very
legs.
used
Yeah, it's in there, and it's almost like he's being measured for a suit
Okay.
rather than for armor. So it looks like they're literally making it to measure this
Wow.
this armor for him. And
We may need your royal badge or emblem or ring or something.
quite a tall, lean gentleman comes over,
Oh.
and he has a pipe, a little moustache,
Hmm.
and he is wearing some really nice, fine clothes. And he's like, "Welcome to the halls of Hilma. How may I be of service to you, fine people today?"
I'll put on my best regal demeanour, and I'll say, "And good day to you as well, sir. We would like to inquire as to some improvements."
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As to some improvements in our adventuring gear, if we may. We see that you are certified and wish to have some semblance of...
Well, we specialize in the finest of armors. We have kitted out Kingsmen and Harpers and many of the finest warriors Faerun has ever seen. So you have come to the right place.
Yes.
So, half plate, I see. Good choice.
No.
You have. Oh no, you have half plate, don't you?
Yeah.
You have nothing.
Studded.
Cast off
Studded
studded.
leather.
Yeah.
I prefer to be quite quick on my feet, so something to help me get around quickly.
I see.
Without having to roll a disadvantage rolls.
Siri, find.
Did somebody else just come into the shop? Was that the doorbell?
Oh, I'll be with you shortly.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Right, it's cursed.
Yeah, that works.
No!
Go on, roll one. It'll be alright. Trust. Yeah.
No!
Got a campfire!
If I may inquire,
Yes.
and I mean no disrespect, it is merely so that we can tailor our services to match your needs and available funding. You see, do you have a particular budget in mind?
I'll look to Callisto, and I'll be like, "My liege, is there?"
And I twiddle my ring. I twiddle my ring and I'm like,
And he's literally, as soon as you say it, he's like, he almost stands to attention slightly more.
Bless you.
It's
Yeah.
it is
Sneezes out.
you almost get the impression it's like a reflex almost rather than a conscious thing, and you see his face change ever so slightly as he kind of looks almost over all of you to see which one that he
Yeah.
is addressing.
And I just sort of slightly twiddle my ring. I think I would not go too extravagant. However, if there's something you desire, I'm sure we can find an arrangement for it if you wish.
Yes, anything in the service.
My apologies, Your Majesty. I did not recognize you. Welcome to the halls of Hilma.
That is quite alright.
All that is ours is yours.
Thank you very much. That is very generous.
Take one of those.
Is this fine young lady your champion? I am sure we can outfit her in some of the finest that we have ever made.
She is much wiser than me in terms of what her needs are, so please accept her advice and let me know what the cost is.
And he immediately whips out
50,000.
I'm not sure what those things that like tailors use that like body
Mannequins.
Yeah. It's not a mannequin. There's like there's another word for it, but
What, a dressmaker's mannequin?
yeah, there's like a word for it though, but
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
called
think what it
mannequin.
is.
I promise it's called a mannequin.
Okay.
Like a bust.
What, like something to actually make measurements from and pin outfits onto?
I think it's different for armour. It's called something else.
Yeah.
Oh, for armour, I don't know what's
But we'll call it a mannequin for the sake
Yeah.
of this. But yeah, he pulls out sort of a mannequin sort of on a wheelbase, and it's got a really magnificent set of studded leather on there. And you
Nice.
notice the ornate details with many enchanted runes all over its surface. The studs, you can tell, are probably a mixture of mithril and adamantine sort of melded together as an alloy. It looks fantabulous and would probably protect you more than the hardiest of plate mails. Is this something that you're looking for? Would be something that would be appropriate for you, my lady?
I stifle back whim. Just like, could you tell me a little bit more about it, please?
Well, this was made by Joseph Hilmo. He is our resident leather worker. He has been training for over 40 years in leatherworking and is probably at the height of his ability. And also, we have managed to have a number of dwarven artisans work on this piece, placing protective runes throughout the entire piece of armour. The studs themselves are our own custom alloy, which ensures maximum protection. You will not find a finer set of armour anywhere.
I believe that it may be too great a piece for me to partake in it at the moment until my deeds are greater. But how much would it be so that I may keep it in mind for the service of my
This
king?
humble piece is but a mere 25,000.
Yes, I believe I have earned much of my king's favour, but it may be too much at the moment until I have served him better.
I see. I understand. Your Majesty, I apologise if I have overextended your budgets.
No,
in this
that is not
regard.
a problem. I have to say I have a general rule with my champions. I am willing to buy them armor and things that befit their status. However, they have to prove themselves. So, for example, I will buy this armor for my champion upon her deliverance of a deed or war.
I completely understand.
So we may well return for such armor.
I had not realised that she was but a mere apprentice.
She is not an apprentice, however. I think she is looking for a challenge and something. Potentially, this is now something she can work towards.
My liege, have you taken poison?
I am sorry, I must leave.
Surely a fine establishment such as this has refreshments on hand.
Yes, some cucumber water.
No, I need here.
Oh, I've got onion eggs.
Gross.
Yes. But the other thing that we were after was perhaps a shield. And as you can see from my liege, he's lost his recent shield, and we have to outfit him with.
Mere peasantry gear.
Yes.
Well, for a king, I have something that is entirely appropriate. I shall. Give me a moment. I will.
Well, and I sort of go, before you do that, I put 5,000 gold on the table. Or 50 platinum? No, 500 platinum. I put 500 platinum on the table. Or like a bag, and was like, there is 5,000 gold. I wish for a shield for my champion and myself.
Okay, and so this for your champion?
I would ideally like a shield for my champion and a shield for myself as well.
His Majesty is nothing if not humble.
And he kind of almost kind of pushes the shield back away.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps not this one. Perhaps a shield made of fine materials. Perhaps protects you from a particular element, or.
We are due to take on some undead. Is there any that defends against what horrors they might hold?
Well, I don't think there is anything in particular, but all of our shields are more than able to take a few scrapes from a mere skeleton or zombie.
I think what we are planning on fighting is a little bit more advanced, but this is.
Of the dead.
I mean, for example, we're able to make a custom alloy shield for you, which would offer additional protection over what your champion is currently using.
Yeah, well, how about this? And I put another 2,000 gold on the table, and I go, this is for my champion with the 5,000, and this is for me, 2,000. I do not need as much protecting. That shield you had earlier, you seem to be interested. Does 5,000 come close to this?
I'm afraid not, my liege.
Very well, that is okay. I'm sorry, I have travelled across here, and I do not have as much money as I normally do on my travels, but
the shield that I was going to show you is
I don't have
a
any.
powerful ward against magic.
One of the superiors.
Perhaps a bit
And
much
think
for
about
you, my
right
liege.
to keep-
very well.
check
Well,
out some freebies.
to keep it simple, I would like a stronger shield for Veora, and I would like a good shield for myself.
Very well. He produces a couple of shields.
Yeah.
One of them has kind of almost a blue tinge to the metal. And he says, "This is a special alloy. We've used some electrum and some other secret materials to help strengthen this shield. And it is this is 5,000."
That sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Very well. He kind of he puts it sort of on your arm, and he adjusts all the straps for you, make sure it fits perfectly, and it's all sort of on nicely.
Yeah.
What is it?
Finishes up the last couple of bits just to make sure
Yeah.
that it is all perfectly finished for you. Because again, the adjustments, So it's a shield +2.
Shield +2.
Okay.
And for you, Your Majesty, I have what we call this steel is made from a folded metal, providing additional protection against all forms of attack. Unlike normal shields, which are slightly easier to penetrate and get through, we find that the additional layers of steel on these are able to provide additional protection against all forms of attack. It is a shield +1.
I would say, Your Majesty, how much
And that one is 1,200.
if you needed something from the royal coffer, as it were, I would rather you are prepared at your greatest advantage in this scenario. I would be more than happy to
Likewise, mate.
get something out of the royal fund.
Very well. Have you got another one of those shields then?
The,
Or was that the only one? Or?
the blue one?
There's a blue one, yes.
Let me just check.
I imagine.
How much did you put down? 7?
I put 7,000.
Unfortunately, I do not, but I do have another one of the shields that we have for you, Your Majesty. One of the folded steel. I have one of those.
I will be his shield. So
No, that is perfect. This shield, and I will take this shield as well. And there is, I'll take 500 gold away, so I'll take 50 platinum, and I will pay 1,500. So I paid 5,000.
Yep.
And although it's 1,200, I'll pay 1,500. So I'll pay an extra 300 gold, basically,
Okay.
as a tip.
Yep.
And I was like, and this is from Cormier. Thank you very much for your service. I'm
Okay.
sure we will be
So
doing
you bought
business
what-
again at some
what-
point.
You bought the 2 shields.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so 6,500 I paid.
Perfect. And he takes the additional tip and kind of puts it in his little pocket. He bows very low,
and I do too.
and
And
it's
I
like
just the monk bow.
I stand tall.
it has been an honour assisting you today, Your Majesty. And if there is anything else that you need, anything at all, please remember the halls of Hilma.
I will do. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I was going to ask him about a diamond. People at the shop here seem wealthy.
My mage here, she is looking for where she may be able to purchase a diamond for components and things like
Yeah.
this.
Quite an
Well,
elaborate spell.
I would possibly either try the. Actually, what kind of size diamond were you looking for? We do occasionally have some that I could possibly supply. Sometimes we grind them into dust and add them into our alloys for additional strength. You see.
It would have to be not ground, unfortunately, and of a somewhat substantial size. Quite a great worth.
Oh, well, let me just have a look. And he pulls out almost like a jewellery box, and he sort of lifts the lid and has a sort of peer inside. It's like, well, if you're looking for one of a large size, I have one here that's about 50,000. Is that big enough?
The spell component would be wasted on something like that. Something of that size, I look at it and go, probably about 5,000 worth if you're valuing that at 50,000.
He kind of shooshes around his one like.
Get them all out of there.
Yeah, certainly. I have one about that. That should be fine.
Yes. 5,000 gold?
Sounds perfect.
I hand that over. But
Yay! Finally got it!
You're telling me.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to use the money for that.
That was it.
I was just like,
As soon as we walk outside, she's going home.
thanks everybody, bye.
All a new character.
They don't know what. I'm assuming they know what I have now. Yeah, because I wanted a diamond.
I go to the if we're leaving. Are you?
Done?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the dwarf to see if I can find any weapons for myself.
Would the rest of us like to go to the curio shop?
Is there anywhere I can meet you?
We will be some time in the curio shop just to see what else is available.
Okay, I shouldn't be too long. I just wanted to see if I can get anything else. I'll meet you. I'll meet you in there.
The dwarf in which one? Whatever one I went to.
Arms.
The arms.
The arms shop.
Yes.
She was lovely.
Surrender,
Yeah, treat her with the utmost respect.
I certainly will.
Surrender's triumphant
I
arms.
walk in there, yes.
I just run back to
In one of
the magic
Siam's
shop and
fine
just pay
swords.
10,500 for the rest and grab the items.
And it's ready.
Excellent.
Cool.
So you have a Trident +1.
Try plus one, a flame tongue,
Yep.
scimitar,
Flame tongue scimitar.
and a hat of disguise.
Fuck.
And a what?
Hat of
And a
disguise.
hat of disguise, yes.
No!
That's going to be fun.
Just to walk into the dungeon and turn into the Death Knight. It's going to be fine, mate.
Sweet.
Just means I don't have to waste my first level spells doing disguise self.
When Callisto comes back, I'll just, like, in a brother-sister kind of way, just punch him across the shoulder.
Oh, what was it for?
Don't think I owe you.
For what?
You've been very helpful, but I will pay you back.
Well, that is okay. I mean, we all need to survive, and
If God is with here, it would be regicide. I go to the art shop anyway.
You're not there.
Look, we all need to survive, and I know you didn't want to take the money, and I get it, and I maybe don't have as many morals as you, so we may as well put it to good use.
I will be paying back the crown, not the money you took from Raven.
Very well. Of course you are, yes. And that is where that is come from, because it is now in a crown account, or with the bank. They gave me like a royal account, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. There's probably not a lot in there that I will need, but I will come with you inside anyway, and I'm just going to literally spend the time in there just trying to attune to my hat.
Yeah, whilst I'm just following people around, can I try attuning to my items, please?
Oh, is it now?
Can I? I said can I, not I will.
You kind of have to be sat there quietly, really.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit in a corner.
Yeah, and I go to the arms to
Okay.
work with.
Surrender's triumphant arms or Sam's fine swords?
I'll go to the dwarf as she's.
Okay. Surrender's triumphant arms.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you go in to this the dwarf's small shop, and she's just kind of sat on the anvil now, just eating a sandwich. Oh, sorry, I was just eating my lunch.
Nice.
Oh, sorry about that.
My
You want a bite?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you. My lady friend came in earlier, the one with flaming hair. She said to come to you. I'm looking for something. I pull out my camera. Something similar to these. My friend I studied with, Phil Varel. She had something called. I'm not sure whether you have anything. It's like mini tridents. They're called Sai.
Mini trident.
Yes, it's kind of a three-pronged kind of dagger. Or something
There's
similar
no
to
such thing as
this.
Sai. It's not in D&D Beyond.
You mean like Donatello has?
Exactly.
Like Raphael,
I
yeah.
think they're
Oh no, yeah, it's Raphael.
Yes.
They're called like tonfa or something.
No, that's...
I thought Tonfas were there.
Or
they're
do you have any
knights, yeah.
quarter
Yeah.
staffs that might have kind of silver tipped on the end? We're going to be fighting some undead. I just want to try and equip myself. If you have something along those lines. I usually use my fists, but they might not come. They might not do as much damage.
So you want a silver quarterstaff?
Even if it's silver tipped or something like that, yeah, it is. If you have something like this.
Well, shouldn't be too difficult to make a silver quarterstaff. I mean, it's just a stick, right?
In essence.
Yeah. Let's see if I've got enough silver. Hold on. And she goes over to a big wooden chest and just, lifts open the lid and just starts like like, looking through various ingots of metal.
Nice.
So, yep, that one. That one. Here we go. Tell you what I can do. I have got this regular silver.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice it is too.
That
But
correct.
Tonga's
I also
nightsticks.
have, and it's somewhat rare, so it might be a little expensive.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of what dwarves called true silver?
Have I ever heard of this?
Make
True silver.
make a blacksmith check.
Nature.
Nature check?
No, not nature. It's more
Uh,
birds and trees.
History then.
where it's all near enough the same, isn't it? But that's only like an 8, so I don't think so. Please, go on.
Well, true silver is very rare. Found only in the deepest of silver mines. And it is said that true silver has a certain aura to it, which certain creatures don't like.
It may be exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so how much would this set me back if...
Well, I'd have to use my entire supply of true silver. I've only got 2 ingots left.
Okay.
But I could probably... It'll probably take you're probably going to pick it up tomorrow, so it wouldn't take too long to manufacture, but it would probably cost you about 7,000.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say yes.
Payment would have to be up front.
Of course. Okay.
Is it so rare because the cooldown is a week?
No. It's not a week. It's like until the round restarts.
I'm going to hand over 7,500.
Okay.
He's dead then.
As a tip for yourself.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank
We'll
you.
hopefully be coming back, and I'll also. I'm not really needing them anymore. I have here.
Oh, I failed.
I'm not sure
I
if they'll
failed
be
so
any
badly.
good for you. Bring out a long sword and a short sword. Whether they're any quality, whether you can.
I mean, these are pretty basic. If I'm honest, they're not really
I'm
worth
just
much to me, but I'll happily recycle them for you.
By all means.
All right. And she just kind of chucks it in a pile. You can see she's got kind of like a second and faulty kind of
Nice.
like old stuff and stuff that's probably just sat there just waiting to be smelted down at some point, and
Sweet.
she just kind of chucks it into a pile. And she's like, well, it's
So
it'll probably it's going to take a few hours for me to get this to get the forge ready, because it has to be extremely hot to melt true silver, and then I'll get to work. It'll probably take me most of the night, so it probably won't be ready till sort of mid-morning. Okay.
that sounds perfect.
All right.
Like that.
I'll see you in the morning. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Your surrender?
I am.
Well, thank you very much. I'll see you in the morning, and I just give a little bow and go on my way. Oh, which way is the shop of the curious shop?
A what?
What's it called? It was the shop you went to. It was the
The Shop of Curio.
shop of curio.
The.
I don't know, Dan. What's the shop of shoot?
It was called the tirelessly turning. No,
Yes.
tirelessly turning wheel.
Yes, it is.
Oh, the
Bonus XP.
turning wheel.
Bonus XP.
Like a shop of curiosities.
Yeah.
So. Oh yes.
I'm meeting some friends.
It's about 5 or 6 shops up that way.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
That's okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
It's about 5 or 6 days that way.
Keep doing this. Keep going with 6.
So you're all heading into the tirelessly turning wheel, yes?
Yes.
Perfect.
love
They're there,
fortune.
and then obviously I will join them shortly.
So the tirelessly turning
Here's
wheel
what you could have won.
is very much like one of those kind of junky second-hand shops,
Okay.
and you really do have to kind of dig through the stuff
To
to find anything reasonable.
Is it also similar to the junky second-hand shops in the fact that you can get outrageously designer or expensive equipment labelled up with like a £2 sticker on it?
Who knows? But
Bought a pair of Gucci jeans.
after
for
a
£5.
couple of minutes of searching, the curator comes over to you, and it's a youngish boy. He's probably sort of 14, 15 years old.
Is he there in his work experience?
He might be, you don't know. And he's like, welcome to the tirelessly turning wheel, and if there's anything you need, it's probably here somewhere. Is there anything you need?
Thank you, my boy. We're just looking around for the moment.
Well, I'd just like to point out some of our highlights. We've got some Dust of Dryness. Very popular, that one. And a Drift Globe. Everybody loves a good Drift Globe.
It's very
Everyone
good.
loves
They're
to
very
see
good
it.
as night lights as well, I hear. And we've got this curious electric-y looking yellow diamond, and he kind of shakes it a bit. It's like a little lightning inside. It's like,
What?
oh, bit told not to play with that one too much. I've got this very, very cool folding boat.
What?
And he folds up this boat into a small little thing. So it's one of our prized possessions, that one.
Oh, he's so getting that.
Also, we've got these really nice horseshoes. They make you go faster or something. We've got this potion. This is awesome. I tried a little bit the other day. It gives you big muscles for a little bit of time. And of course I've got this jug.
Oh.
It produces liquid.
Forever? Okay.
I don't know if it does it forever. I've never really tried.
What kind of liquids does it make? Show us.
Whiskey? That's 2 drugs, this could be. I really want it to be the alchemy jug.
Use it as a diving helmet.
No, no, because you've got the jug of never-ending water and the alchemy jug. Alchemy jug's so much better.
Yeah.
He's like, well,
My nose.
he's like, well, let me show you. He's like, beer. Oh.
And have a look. It's beer.
Beer.
Gold?
Go, not a liquid. Do you want a bit of beer?
Liquid.
We won't tell if you don't. And there's quite a bit in here.
There is. It's about 4 gallons.
Oh.
Does anybody else want some?
liquid gold?
So this just makes beer? Does it?
No, it does like loads of cool stuff.
I give it back to him.
Has any of this got price labels on? Like what kind of prices?
Yeah, is it like these
the little
priced little tags?
He's like-
a bit strange.
Seawater.
That's a
Can I try that?
good image to keep.
Yeah.
This is from the Western Sea.
You can tell that?
Of course.
I thought it was from inside this jug. And another good one if you want something for your bread. Honey. Oh,
Beer, seawater, and honey.
Because I can do loads of stuff. There's so many combinations, I don't even know them all. But if it's a liquid, you ask it and it comes out. It's great.
Are you in charge of this fine establishment?
No, it's my dad's place.
Is he in, or are you watching the shop for him?
He
to know
is.
everything.
He's gone.
Oh, that's very sorry.
Yeah.
So,
He went to buy a lotto ticket
Lots of
about a year ago, and he hasn't been back yet.
well then, that means you're here by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, darling.
Well, I'm doing all right. I mean, I've got unlimited honey from this thing. This is great.
Oh, so do you not wish to sell this? This is not for sale?
Well, yeah, I'll sell it to you for 1,000 gold.
Oh, that is very expensive.
Tell you what.
Well, that's my price. I know you can afford it. I mean, look at all those fine things you got. So,
Well,
Yeah.
let's. My friends wanted to have a look. Let them see if there's anything else that would be interesting.
I mean, I'll tell you what though. If you get the folding boat, I'll give you the jug for free.
How much is the folding box?
10,000.
I saw a folding boat 2 cities back. They were selling it for 2,000 gold. How long have you been doing this?
2,000 really?
A couple of cities back.
Make a deception check.
Does
I'm going to spend a point of luck to reroll that one.
does that seem outlandish, or does it seem that 10,000?
26.
Oh, I feel bad fleecing this man.
I have no
Does
chance.
10,000
Screw you,
sound
good
reasonable for the
characters.
boat in-
I mean, I guess if you were looking for a portable boat of some description, although he called it specifically a pocket boat. It was his exact words. But it seems like you've never really seen anything like it before. But the quality and the workmanship that must have gone into it must have been quite extreme. But yeah, he's like 2,000. Well. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll do you both of them for 3,000.
Oh, you are a very good negotiator.
Theora is just
Staring.
I'm like pulling my ears, just
I'll
like,
be like,
oh.
yes, do it.
And I'll tell you what, because I like you,
Oof.
I'll give you this muscle potion as well.
Nice.
don't go overboard. Your generosity is lovely, but we wouldn't want to take advantage.
In like terms of
Well-
how much he can actually sustain himself on, is 3,000 gold enough to like?
I mean, that's
That's a lot.
That's
Of
a
money.
lot of money.
That's
Yeah.
a
That's a lot of money.
shed load of
Lot
money
of
for
money.
Okay, that's fine.
Like your loaf of bread is a copper.
Here we
That's
go.
fine. I just want to make sure we can make
Our basis. I do not need the potion of strength. Save that for somebody else.
potion of
Raven.
muscles.
Potion of muscle. Sorry, save that for somebody else. One of my friends may wish for it.
Mm-hmm.
But how about this?
How about some dust of dryness? Seal the deal.
Hold on. I am a king from Cormier.
I've never met a king before.
Well, enchanté, lovely to meet you. This, you see this? This
And
is
he just kind of does that awkward.
it is okay.
it.
this here is a seal of Cormier. It is if you see this symbol, they are associated with the royal family of Cormier.
I've seen like something like that
Yes.
in my dad's. Hold on. He
Got a
runs
brother.
off. He runs off.
Side quest.
he runs off for a second and comes back.
Yeah.
And he too has a signet ring, much like yours, but it has a different symbol on it.
What kind of symbol
What's
is
it
it?
called? Can I roll for?
Is it one from
History check?
Yeah, I don't have history
Hamil's,
though.
the halls of Hamil.
Yeah, make a history check.
I won't.
Well, at this point, probably I will be.
At this point, you will arrive. Yes.
18.
18.
Yeah.
I'm not making one, so don't think that now.
I can, hang on. Just do it. That's
If
not that
you
one.
are,
I
then-
don't want to roll that one.
Ooh.
It's still an 18 as well. I've only got
Okay.
this one history.
So, yeah, you never you think it's come from one of the northern kingdoms, but you're not sure specifically which one. There's a like a it's almost like a nighttime sort of scape, and there's a sort of a moon shape in sort of the sky. And a couple of small stars, and there isn't an awful lot of detail there.
Did we get this boy's
It's
name?
quite worn. You can clearly
Yeah.
see the metal is made of gold. But yeah, not too sure what to make of it. He's like, yeah, this was my dad's.
Can I ask your name, boy?
My name.
Yes.
That was your dad's?
Yes,
He owns that.
yes. He's had it for as long as I can remember.
But he's gone now.
Yes. He went to play something. It begins with L or R or something.
Who?
What was
Let's-
your father's name?
Yes, that's it. He went to play roulette.
You have not seen him for a year.
Well, he said he would be back soon. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
What was your father's name?
Sorry?
What was your father's name?
And what was your name,
And
dear
what was your
child?
name?
My name is
Tristan.
nope.
Tristan.
My name is Tobin.
Tobin, it's a great pleasure to meet you.
Tobin Darkstrider.
That sounds like a protagonist's name.
He's got a surname, so he must be Plotter.
And what was your father's name?
My father's name was
Mr.
Dad?
Darkstrider?
Billy Bob.
What did other people call
Tobin
him?
Darkstrider Senior.
Dad Darkstrider.
Darkstrider.
Tobin Darkstrider the First.
Mr. Darkstrider.
Okay. Well,
He did a lot of official business.
Official business?
Yeah, like people would always come to the shop late at night and you would go for a few hours and come back.
Interesting.
And tell me, where do you acquire your little curiosities?
Oh, well, most of these things my dad brings in.
But he hasn't been back for a year.
Yeah, we're running a bit low on stock, really. But it's okay. I've got plenty here. I mean, someone's bound to buy this boat in a minute. And then I'll be set.
Will he be set? I can't get this out of my conscience.
well, don't worry, it's on my conscience. Very well, it is what I am proposing for you. And I pull out a bit of parchment and I pull out a quill and I prestidigitation the symbol of Cormier
Yep.
and I sketch over it because it disappears after an hour. So I sketch over it so it's actually on there.
Yep.
And then it is I, Callisto, Wave Walker, approve this shop on behalf of Cormier as a establishment of repute.
Yeah.
And I hand it over to him. And I say, this, make this into a sign, put it out the front. I give you permission to utilize our royal seal. I saw a shop back there which had lots of the symbols and things. Utilize this seal.
This means a great deal to me. I can't believe it.
And
But we'll get so many more customers now.
perfect. And here is the 2,500 you asked for the boat and the...
Callisto.
Yes?
Paid him his due.
Very well. Put an extra 500 on.
You've got like fear or like angry and be like near tears.
And he immediately sort of sees the money
Yeah.
in the bag. He's just like,
By the way, is he looking at what in my bag?
no, the money you've just put out.
Oh, right, yeah,
And he's literally just like, right, well, here's your. I've folded the boat away for you. It's small. It just goes in your pocket.
Do I need to say anything or do anything or?
If I remember correctly, you just unfold it.
Shit, yeah. There's normally a power word.
Was there anything else here?
There's lots of other stuff. Sorry, I was not even meant to be shopping. I was looking at my hat and I got distracted. And I'll take the job.
Yes, there is a special word which opens it and returns it to its pocket shape.
What is the professional word?
Can you write down this word so it does not set it off?
Sure, yeah. I can't write.
If he says the word, it won't.
Yes, I believe so. Well, whisper it in my ear so that there's no danger.
He leans over. He's like, "Boaty McBoat face." I chose it myself when I was 5.
That's genius.
Thank you very much, and I take the jug and I'm like, keep shopping, and I just walk out.
With your mugboard face.
I am so glad I rinsed him of that money. Although the ironic thing is, I don't think a folding boat is worth more than about 1,000 gold.
I think it's uncommon.
Yeah.
So it's like up to 500.
Yeah, like that's why I had no qualms because he's ripped me off. Anyway.
Has he got a jewellery section? Like, they've always got one in a charity shop where they've got like the glass cabinet. of
Yeah,
grannies
he
on
does.
torches.
And again, most of it's like
Nah,
costume jewellery.
yeah,
It's all made of like
it's all tapped.
steel instead of silver and
And do you have any
painted gold and things like that.
I just need to see. I'm pretty sure I'm proficient in Arcana, but can I have a look around and see if anything screams this should not be here? It's quite clearly a magical item at me.
You can make an Arcana check.
That's a natural 20.
Hey.
And +4, which means 24.
So yeah, you're kind of looking around, and in all fairness to him, most of the things that he has pointed out to you,
Oh, the
the
magic
highlights, they're like the
Okay.
good stuff. Yeah, even the folding boat gives you you get a pretty.
What's the dust of dryness? What would I actually think that does? Like, do I throw it and it dries something out? I'm sort of
I'm pretty sure that's
interested.
exactly what it does. Yeah, so it's a small packet that contains 1d6 plus 4 pinches of dust, and you can sprinkle a pinch over water and turns 15 cubic feet of water into one marble-sized pellet, which floats or rests near where the dust was sprinkled.
Yeah, that's not so much useful then.
You can smash the pellet against a hard surface, causing it to shatter and release the water.
So basically, we can carry water for.
If I buy the decanter of endless water, then we don't need that.
Yeah. Holy moly.
What?
Also quite handy against anything made of water as well.
It pretty much kills water elementals.
Do I see the potion? Oh, sorry, no, you go.
I
yeah,
would
the
like
potion's
to
not
just
strength.
go around the shop, and when he's not looking, basically just offload anything I think can help him.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
I'm literally enduring
just
Tobin Darkstrader, precious 14-year-old boy, protect at all costs.
Protect it all.
There's a 14-year-old boy running the shop full of really powerful magical artifacts. That's useless. Don't worry about it. I think it'll be handy.
so like my studded leather, my shield, my old scimitar, my longbow, my leather armor, just basically.
You have my old shield as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, just unload it from your inventory, and we'll just see
and I'll
you kind of
just
left a
scatter
pile
it
of stuff.
into the shop.
Yeah,
when he's not
he
looking.
does notice, and he's like, oh, what are you doing?
Oh, well, until your father returns, it looks like you need restocking on a few things. So you can have these things from me.
That's really nice of you. And he comes over and he kind of gives you a hug. And he's like, oh.
I managed to hold back the crying.
He's like, oh, that means a lot. No one's ever really been this kind to me before.
Oh, also can absorb other liquids.
Oh, the dust of dryness can absorb other liquids.
You can ask the joke for superior healing potions.
No, you can't.
No, he's got a finite things you can produce.
Yeah.
Superior healing potion.
4 gallons.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'll load it all out, make it into a nice display now that he's seen me doing it, and it's like, don't go easy, don't let people take you for a ride on these things. You've got probably a good 20 gold's worth of stuff here.
I am interested in purchasing the dust of dryness, as you call it.
Yes, it makes wet things super small.
That's something that would be a keen interest in me.
You know, as soon as I saw you, I was like, she wants the dust. She needs that dryness.
I do dust. How much would it be to purchase the dust?
Well, it's my only dust.
I feel like it'd be fleece by
But I
chance.
do like you. I do like you all. Except that guy. I've never met him yet.
My name is Raven.
Do
This is like a
you
strange
want to buy
break.
some stuff?
I was thinking, yes,
Well, let me sell this lady her dust first.
certainly.
Dust, 120 gold.
Yes, absolutely. I hand over 120.
Fair. You have...
Dust.
You'll need to roll your 1d6 for the additional pinches of dust.
I really hope you just
D6 plus 4 pinches remain.
3.
Okay.
So I have
7 pinches.
7 pinches of dust.
I really hope you just bought dust.
You said that everything
For you,
went
I
through
can
sounded
tell
like
you are a
yes.
being of light. And he pulls out a drift globe. It's just a small orb of light.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that
And
looks,
you can put it anywhere and it just stays there.
looks very good. I'm also looking for kind of any kind of potions that you might have. I saw the one on the
Yes,
side
I've got
there.
one that gives you big muscles temporarily.
Big muscles temporarily. Oh,
Yeah.
that,
You're
that
Johnny
sounds
Bravo
very
in
good.
front of shop windows.
Even if it just makes me look good.
Johnny Bravo.
You already look good.
Well, I
Put 'em
I
on.
will take both of those off you,
Both? I've only got one.
as in the muscles and the glue.
Oh, awesome. Well, I can give you a small discount if you're buying 2. That's 1,500.
That sounds very fair. I'll also give you something for your shop.
This
Really?
ring.
I have
Reduce rather than giant scale.
I have 5 bear claws and a pair of Quogoth fangs. They're quite unique. They might go for something of interest for you.
And he gets like a couple of them and puts them. Rah!
Ah, the voice quite
Very
funny.
nice.
I like these. Thanks. That's really nice. Oh, you people are great. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm afraid where we're going it's quite dangerous, so it'd be a very terrible idea to bring you with us. But in any other scenario, I'd immediately insist that
You're
we could use a...
you're going somewhere dangerous.
Ah, yes, we have important jobs to do.
What-
so I
what
will
is the
buy
globe
your
called?
items.
Drift globe.
Drift globe, that's it.
Drift glow.
What?
Tell you what we'll do.
So yes, you have got a drift globe
Mm-hmm.
and a potion of cloud giant strength.
Wow.
What?
Jesus.
No, that.
So, God, I've nearly sold everything. I've only got this diamond left and these horsey shoes. This has been a great day.
What?
But you said you were going somewhere dangerous. Where are you going?
What's did you? Oh, it was the elemental gem,
I've walked out.
or the lightning gem, whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what. You need some restocking. You've obviously had quite a bit of money today. If we find anything in our travels, maybe we'll come bring you some stuff.
Well, you said you're going somewhere dangerous.
We have an important task to do, unfortunately.
And we'll be sure to make it back.
Well, yeah. Please come back.
Oh.
Promise.
And yeah. I mean, do you want to stay for tea?
Oh, we couldn't possibly impose, unfortunately. We are running rather behind on our schedule, but we will pop back on our return.
What are you having for tea?
Well, I'm probably going to head down to the butcher's down the road and get me some king strip.
What is king strip?
It's
It's like the best cut of bacon or something.
beef, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That sounds delightful. You enjoy that? I've heard.
I mean, I can get enough for everybody.
No, it's fine. Did you need anything from the jug before we take it from you?
Oh, I've already left, by the way.
Oh, I haven't.
oh, you left.
Yeah, I left the instant I got the boat and walked out the shop.
Oh.
You were like walked out.
And
Meanwhile, the streets of Waterdeep are now lined with mayonnaise.
It's not that powerful because you can only use it once a day. He's used it 3 times today. I can't use it till tomorrow.
is there anything from the jug you would like to season your dinner, and we shall bring it back for you?
No, it's fine. You enjoy the jug. It's been one of my favourite things.
Okay. Well, you look after yourself. You look after yourself, and we'll be back to you.
Can we
Okay.
not pay Goblin to take it back to Cormier?
And he comes over and gives you another hug, and then he goes on to each of you. Not you so much.
That's fine.
It's
I'm
the
not really
scary
a
bright red elf.
touchy-feely person unless I hit people.
And he just kind of shakes your hand a little bit.
I just bow to him.
Well, you take care with your dangerous things, and if you don't make it back, I'll make sure I get some flowers for you.
Oh, well, thank you, Toby.
Thank you, Tim.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye, Toby. Oh my god, I
Just
go
get
before my character starts crying.
And as you sort of exit the shop, he's just kind of stood there like.
No.
Right, okay, so as a quick side mission, that pet shop. There's a pet shop.
There is a pet shop.
No, I don't go to the pet shop. I went to the pet. You guys can do whatever you want. I go to the pet shop. Do they sell dogs?
Yes.
How much is the dog?
There is a dog. It's been described to you as that it would make a great guard dog.
A great guard dog.
Yes.
I want to roll perception on that. Sorry.
Very well.
Does it look cute and fluffy?
I will get you a picture.
Playing our game. Bye.
Don't you go near it.
It's got 2 heads.
Cooking
No.
and eating it.
Does it look cute
Oh
and
my
fluffy?
god.
Oh my god.
Not
that's-
really much fluff. There's kind of a nice looking mane down the back, but
Is it in a big cage and can I pet it?
It is in a cage. You can attempt to pet it if you'd like.
I very tentatively stick my hands towards it.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
That's not bad. Saving throw.
I'd like
Yeah.
to use my luck to make a reroll. I can't.
22.
Okay, you go, oh, nice puppy. Whoa.
Not that one.
Just...
If you've got anything a bit smaller, like a bunny, a pet. I'm looking for a pet.
A pet?
A companion.
Ah. Yeah, I mean, we've got an owl, a lizard.
Whatever appears, getting killed.
And eaten.
Why do you want a pet?
I don't want it for me. I want it for the boy. He seems very lonely.
Oh my
I
God,
have
that's a
got-
fantastic idea.
I have got an
Why are you
animated
spending so much money
shrubbery.
on this boy? He is fine. Look at him, he's running a shop and he's 14.
He looks emotionally distressed.
He's just got a lot of money as well.
I've just given him 3,000 gold. Do you know what I would have done for 3,000 gold? Yes, you can.
That you more than likely fleeced him out of.
I didn't fleece him out of anything.
I don't know how much these things are worth. I've never seen them before,
Well, these
but I can
are-
imagine that you swindled him in some way.
I don't know how much they are worth, these are. But
I go to the shop and I go, look, quite frankly, these are inappropriate gifts for a child. Do you have any kind of companion animal for a child?
I've got how about an animated shrubbery?
What is that?
That doesn't sound
It's
very good.
endlessly entertaining.
what about a woman?
How?
I knew I wanted a
Forget
woman when
him.
I was 14.
Forget him.
Ignore him.
Forget him. How is it animated and how is it entertaining?
Well, it's like a big tree-looking thing and it moves. I mean, how funny is that?
Does it attack people?
Well, it's trained not to.
Maybe it could protect him.
I don't think he's
I mean,
very
if you're
dangerous.
looking for
How-
protection,
How? No. How big is this shrubbery?
Shrubbery.
it's
That's
about
Large.
it's about huge.
Oh.
I'm
No.
going to leave you to it.
Okay, no, we don't get the shrubbery.
Let's
Yeah, I'll
just
walk
get
out
him a
with
lizard.
Callista.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I've got something that's excellent for jousting. Would that be good?
No!
No.
Have you not seen a child before?
Well, some of them like jousting, and this horse is on fire, literally.
That
I
might be awesome
must,
for you.
That's what I said,
I
kind of
must
tempted.
know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go and have a look at it.
It's a
It's a black horse, and like all the hair is on fire.
Oh. It was like,
How much for this?
For this, but a mere 8,000 gold. It's excellent for jousting.
Is it trained?
For jousting.
Fair. I shall come back at some point.
Very well. And we also have elephants.
Sorry, is this got a coliseum in the back of the shop?
Yes, it's just like a huge open area. Yes, he has an elephant,
Yeah.
a giant crab, the two-headed dog, the flaming horse. He does have a griffin.
We sit there in the shop again.
There is a guard drake. The animated shrubbery.
I don't think any of these are appropriate for children.
No, we're just going to get him a lizard.
Okay, let's just get him a listen.
But yeah, there's a big sign that just says no undead, so it doesn't sell anything like undead.
no one's dead.
No
No
zombie
no
undead
zombie
left,
slave
but
zombie.
otherwise
No undead.
he has a
No
reasonable selection of monster
I mentally
creatures.
bookmarked this shop because it sounds interesting as hell. Coming back here.
The lizard, the
I want
familiar.
to dash him.
Yes, yes, yes.
How
A
much is
lizard.
that?
2 gold.
The baby.
No, 5 gold.
It's very not.
This is pretty.
Don't
Don't you dare.
5 gold, complete with cage.
Yes, I'll take
No.
five gold with
No.
5 gold and whatever feed you have for it.
Very well. That's an additional gold.
Brilliant. 6 gold it is.
It's not. We drop it into the shop with a little note on it. with a that just says for Tobin. Sweet, don't. Just ignore him. Whatever he wants, don't give it.
Yeah.
Stabbing
So
the child in the sleep.
I will take the lizard back.
Okay, so that's 6 gold.
Yep.
So you have a small green lizard,
Yeah.
probably about a year long, including its tail,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a cage, and
Yeah.
food, and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll go deliver it back to Tobin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you head outside of the.
I'm going back to Chase's.
We'll meet you back there.
Okay, well,
Momentarily.
I'll come back with you.
Listen thing.
Okay, you two have got the lizard, and you're heading along the street, and you see Tobin. He's sort of running towards you, and he's like, "Oh, thank God thank God I caught up with you. The king man, the blue man.
Yes.
I don't think he paid me enough. I think he shorted me. I'm sure he said he was going to pay me 3,000, and he's only given me 2,000.
Well, I never.
And
Let's go back to your shop. And settle this
I'm really
ordeal.
worried now because I think I've let my dad down, and if he comes back and it's
Christ almighty, we go back to the shop again. Tobin, let's not do this in public. You're dealing with business on the street. It's not suitable. Let's go back to your store. You want to be doing your dad proud, yes? You don't talk business in the street.
well, yeah, but
We'll sort it.
I've locked the shop up for now. But I just want to catch up with the blue man and get
I
the
will
rest
settle
of the
his
money.
ordeals. I will settle his ordeals, and he will have to deal with me afterwards. It's better you're not around for that. Let's go back to your shop. We bought you something anyway, so we were heading that way, and we would rather put it down. It's quite heavy.
Just a second, Quinnis. Tobin, where do you live?
At the tirelessly turning wheel.
Oh, you live at the shop. Brilliant.
And
Let's.
Well, we've got a little bit just above.
Nice.
It's not much, and I apologise.
Because you were so lovely to us today, we bought you a present.
Oh,
Let's go back to your house and
he's so cute.
yeah, let's get him home.
let's get him settled in.
Oh, he bit me the fucking shit. And he smacks it, and the cage just kind of goes along the floor.
I'm holding on to it.
He's literally just smacked it out of your hand. It's
A
like,
14-year-old boy.
You bit me.
That's not how you treat things.
Sorry, I was just getting a bit angry. Ow.
Let me see. Medicine check.
You make a medicine check.
Not bad.
19.
Because
Is
it
it
was
look
off.
poisoned or anything? 'Cause of the
He's like, oh,
fuckery that-
it's not that bad. But if you could give me the money that the blue man, the king, owes me, and then I can go home.
Yeah, that's right. I hand over my. I'd rather do it at the shop.
We'll come back to your shop and we'll give you it back there.
Hang on a second.
I'll go over and I'll pick up
No,
the
no.
lizard cage.
Why don't you want to go back to the shop, Tobin?
Well, we can go back to the shop. That's fine.
Yeah, let's go back to the shop. Let's do it there, and then
Okay,
we'll make sure that
that's
we're
fine.
not
We can
changing
do
My
that.
eyes fucking narrow.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'll have to open everything up, so just have to hold on for a minute while I
fine.
open everything up. Okay.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I'm willing to wait, Tobin. I'm quite willing to wait.
Okay.
I'll go pick up the lizard cage. Is
Okay.
the lizard all right?
I'll make a Constitution saving throw for the lizard. The lizard is fine,
Miraculous. That's
and he's like, I thought you were my friends, and he runs away.
What's happening?
You handled that well.
I feel it would be prudent to perhaps make a visit back to the shop.
Yes.
Because surely if the boy is so upset, he would have ran that way anyway.
He was running in that direction.
He was running in that direction. Very interesting. Let's go drop the lizard off again. Maybe he'll have second thoughts. And Who knows? If he doesn't like it, then maybe he'll eat it.
Question.
Ooh, a lizard!
Mettering this because obviously they're laughing and shit. When I took his hand to check his finger,
Yep.
did I hold on to his hand? Because that's what I was motioning for.
I wasn't.
No,
with
he just kind of showed you, like,
would
it
have
was just
grabbed his hand to
and
check
then he
it.
was just like, "Oh, it's fine, I'm all right."
And the thing knocked out of my hand.
Yeah.
Because I know what you're doing, and I'm just wondering whether you're actually able to do it. Yeah. Huh?
Of course I am.
So yes, I will pick up the loot and
we
walk
go
back to Tobin.
to Tobin's place.
Damn it, so close to getting money. I nearly got the lizard as well. Wow. God damn it.
What did you do?
I just disguise self. Pretend to be the boy.
How did you not pick that up? Oh, Tobin, let's go back to the shop. Just, nah, shop's closed up, can't do that.
Shop's closed.
Fuck's sake.
So he's like, it's 100% what I would do.
Yeah, it's like smack it out of your hand. 100% what I do.
It's a little bit funny the minute he was like, no, we can't go back to the
All
shop's
I would like
not
to say
tonight.
is you have your suspicions, but you do not know. So
No,
No,
yeah.
I don't know, hence I'm going back to Tobin.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
so we go back to Tobin's.
Okay. And the shop is closed.
It is closed.
It's locked.
Oh,
Okay.
we knock on the door.
Okay.
We wait a few minutes.
I'll just shout, Tobin, it's Feor and Quinnis again.
There's someone like from one of the other shops who's like sweeping outside their place. He's like, I saw him run off down that way.
Oh, he went to the butcher's.
Did say he was going to the butcher's? Does this lizard look like it would perish in a cold environment?
Yes.
We probably shouldn't leave it outside the door and wait for him then.
Let's see if we can find him at the butcher's.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the butcher's and I'll wait here?
That's a fine idea. I'll go to the butcher's. I go to the butcher's.
Okay. So you go to the butcher's, and Tobin is there,
Hurrah!
and he's got his king strip in a nice little package, and he's like, are you stopping for tea? Did you change your mind?
Actually, Tim, we were just on our way back to see you. I must ask a very peculiar question. Did you injure your hand just now?
I did actually.
Yes, doing what?
I fell over.
Oh, very interesting. Did you meet me and Feora a moment ago? There was a boy that looked shockingly like you in the street.
No, I've been buying my steak.
That's quite right. Must have been a very similar looking boy. How about we hurry along? Me and Feora have brought you a gift as a farewell present. But we would love to have dinner with you upon our return from our journey.
Really?
Yes. When we get back from the task that we have to complete, we would love to come round for tea.
Oh, all right. I'll have everything ready.
Cool. Right, let's go back to the shop with them.
Yep.
Move this along.
Yeah.
So, give him the lizard.
Yep.
We give him the lizard.
Teach
Tea.
him like some basics of like clean it. Cook.
He fucking hates lizards.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay.
But
He's going to eat that bad boy.
That's fine. You can eat it.
you can tell he doesn't like it. But he puts on that kind of like, oh, that's really nice of you, thanks. Yeah. And just kind of puts it onto one side and is like,
That's fine. He won't sell it.
He's going to sell it.
maybe.
When I
Magic
walk
lizard.
back up to Feora, I go, very peculiar, Feora. It must have been a completely different boy we saw just now. Because Tobin doesn't seem to have any recollection of seeing us since we left the shop. How very interesting. Don't you think?
How very
I think
peculiar.
we should probably hurry back to Chasers immediately.
So weird, isn't
Huh.
it? So weird.
I'm going to burn him.
Yes, do. Let's go.
Okay. So.
No wonder he couldn't take that talisman. There is no good in it.
Wow. So, you all head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the inn. To
Chasers.
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 Chasers, yes. Not the inn. Well, same thing. Yeah, so you all head back to Chase's. And Callisto,
Yes.
you are greeted just outside by a very flustered Govid.
Oh God!
Yeah.
He's still alive.
He's like, oh, my liege, I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been?
Where have you been? I have been 2 days without you. I could have died.
You just disappeared.
I've been here in Waterdeep shopping. Look, I've had to outfit myself with better things.
Oh, that's a nice shield you
Of
have.
course it is. I spent so much money on this.
I apologise, my liege. I will ensure that I stay closer to you at all times from now on.
I mean, that's not quite
Karma's a bitch.
very well.
And then these guys catch up.
You blue bastard! Trying to fleece small children out of money and then try to
What?
fleece us out of our money?
What?
Is this the kind of king that you're going to be? I'm disgraced. I'm disgusted.
So, what are you talking
What
about?
is going on?
Don't think I don't know it was you.
And Govid sort of shoots or slightly.
Oh, put it away! Stop it!
It's alright, Govid, it's okay. What the fuck are you talking about?
Running into the street and pretending to be that Tobin boy just now asking for money.
Well, I've just been talking to the king for several minutes, so
I
you
think
must be
I did.
mistaken.
No, this was like
An hour ago, roughly, probably. Now.
20 or 30 minutes ago.
I literally came straight here.
I've been with him the whole time.
See?
Insight check.
Roll for
I would also
perception.
like to look at his hand. What am I rolling to look at his hand? Medicine? What?
Sure.
Insight?
I definitely can't skill
Oh, shut up! I rolled
Deception. That's 19.
Ugh. 15 on the inside.
Seems legit.
I rolled a 12 on my medicine.
And I'm confident I've done it well, so I'm like, what are you doing?
There is no damage to his hand. And Raven was with him the whole time.
What are you talking about?
I leer. I just leer.
No, seriously, what are you talking about?
Someone was pretending to be that small boy just now, ran up to us in the street and insisted that we pay them a further 1,000 gold because you had shortchanged them.
And we
And it
definitely...
wasn't the boy.
It wasn't the boy. We saw him directly afterwards and he said he had not seen us.
If it wasn't you, then I'm very concerned that someone is trying to imitate
Sorry,
this
say
guy.
again. He said I had shortchanged him.
Yes,
Yes, you
definitely.
had.
He asked for your
I did not
whereabouts.
shortchange him. I paid £6,000.
No, I know.
6,000 gold.
I know. From what I saw, anyway. It wouldn't have surprised me had it been one of your tricks. But,
Govit, I need you to be on high alert. There is someone here who is clearly watching what we are doing, and he has the ability to do things that I can do as well. He can apparently mimic. Be extra cautious. Fuck.
I'm terribly sorry for yelling at you, Goffin, as you were.
Do you think we are being too public about things? If people are
Let's
starting to
get
watch us?
inside.
Yes, that's
Yes.
yes.
Agreed. Let's not have this conversation out in the street.
Do not question my liege's honour again.
Govit, what have I told you? You treat them the same way you treat me.
They have questioned your honour, my liege.
I question my own honour.
Are you looking after a king or a child? Do you not think that he can look after himself?
Also, if you've been looking after the king, where in the blazes have you been?
I don't need you turning up after 2 years of ass fuckery doing nothing to then tell me what to do.
Govit, have you been having some ass fuckery? If so...
I'm new to these curse words. Common is not my first language.
I see, okay.
I've heard to emphasise things, you put blasphemous things in front of them.
You're fucking right you do.
Some very interesting language, Quinnis.
I've been right by his side for the past 2 days, and if I'm to lecture him on behaviour I think he has caused, then you damn well had better have been there to defend him yourself. So don't you dare draw your sword on me again, unless you have good causation to.
I don't think I need defending.
You shut up!
Oh. Feora, thank you for sending it to Zaranda's. She's making me a special quarterstaff made out of true silver.
Do I know what true silver is?
Like a
Blacksmithing
Blacksmith
check. That's like a 5.
yeah, no idea. Never even heard of it.
It's supposed to be better than normal silver.
Sounds fantastic.
Exactly.
If it will help us, then
Exactly. I
Just
hope so.
be
I'm
aware that it may be taken from you.
I am aware of all of this, yes. But if
Take it from you.
it helps us defeat the knight, if it helps us not let you sleep with that absolute cockwomble, then maybe, it would help.
Remember your wombo.
Quite right.
All that I'll say is you have doomed yourself.
Well, I've done that from the beginning. I'm just trying to put us back. I thought the money might help us get us back on track. Yes, I know.
My liege.
Now in bed
We're
with
in the house by this point.
My liege.
Yes.
And Govin is looking out of the window. He's like, someone is watching the house.
What does they look like?
Well, I can't really make them out too much as they're in the alley over there. But kind of dark. Got a cloak on, I can't really see them too clearly.
How far away is the alley?
Probably 150 feet. They've been there for several minutes now, just staring in this direction.
Go ask them what they want.
Very well, sir.
There's an upstairs window.
He literally just marches out, not even questioning your order.
Is there an upstairs window that I can sort of take a spot from? So, like, sort of cover Govid.
No. Not there is an upstairs, but there's not a window facing that direction.
Okay, cool.
I will wait by the window, and if I see Govid in danger, I'm literally going to sprint as fast as I can to help.
Okay.
Have we attuned to any of our items yet?
Yes.
Yay!
Yatta!
Yatta!
Yatta.
I will let everyone have a short rest. So you've just kind of been popping around
Need
for
to
the
tune
last.
to anything other than my hat, which I tuned to earlier on.
Quinnis, there's somebody in that alley over there, just to fill you in, because you were
Out of the room.
Out of the
Fuming.
room.
Fuming.
fuming.
Go for a walk to calm down.
Yeah. There's a guy in the alley who's watching the house. He's about 150 feet away. And it's dark. So you can't see him.
Just so you're aware.
150 feet away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how convenient.
Just so you're aware with my hat, it's just a free action to cast Disguise Self, so you can have it running pretty consistently, pretty easily. I will disguise
Does
self.
it have charges or something?
Nope.
It's just whatever you want, just whatever.
Unlimited.
Fair.
So the idea is that basically it's still the spell only lasts an hour, but if I can remember it after 59 minutes, or like I can just keep casting it for an hour. So a lot of people are like,
You just kind of have to take a step out. Zoom, zoom.
No. no, you can keep it
Oh,
going.
yeah, you just cancel one and replace
So
it.
instead of a bowler hat, all I do to change my appearance is make it a tricorn hat. That's all I do to change appearance. That's exactly as I am. Make it look like a tricorn hat.
Right.
Fair.
And sporadically you'll see the hat will just change. And sometimes I'll just make the hat disappear.
It's got a mohawk. Okay, yeah, so Govin literally marches out, determined as anything,
Yeah.
just marches out across the street. You
Fancy
can just see him there like, you!
Does the person run away?
I'll ready my crossbow, ready to...
Govin just stops, just stands there, completely motionless for about a minute or so.
This does not look good.
Yeah, I put my mage armor on. Cast my mage armor.
Mage armor on.
Mage armor on, thank you.
Let's get out there and help him.
Yes, I literally
Agreed.
run.
So, a little bit into
Shield
the
up, trident up. Still peace bonded.
Okay.
No, we don't have to be peace bonded.
Oh yeah, we don't here, do we?
No,
Non-peace bonded.
not here. You don't.
I run when I get 30 feet away. I face up, so I'm right next to the guy. He is in the alley.
Just running.
Yep,
Yeah,
just running.
Okay. You'll spring into action.
Oh, can I? Is it an alley?
He's in an alley.
He's
Yes.
in an alley. Okay. How long is the alley?
Sorry.
How long is the alley?
You don't know.
Alley-oop.
So is it like we're looking across the road and the alley's like here?
Yeah. So you go. So you got like the house, big street, and an alley sort of over here. And you just kind of head across. Literally, Govern's just come out. Got probably like 90% of the way there, and it's just stopped walking.
I
It's just-
run to Gobbard and I stop at Gobbard and I just sort of look him up and down and see what's up.
Same, I just run in front of Gobbard, between him and the alley.
I'm seeing what's
I'm
happened to
running straight to the
Gobbard.
guy.
Okay, are you doing your phase thingy?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all run up to sort of where Govid is, and Govid is just stood there.
I'm doing a whole.
Huh? What? Oh, my king. Sorry, what happened?
I'm about to ask you the same thing.
That's the same question.
I see they've got him. Turn around and follow Raven.
Raven's gone.
Into the alley.
Okay, you run over to the alley. No one's there.
So I'm
Get
not
out.
there either.
I get out my lantern.
Really?
I get out my lantern.
Interesting.
Lantern.
I get out my lantern. Yep.
You cast the magic from the lantern,
Yep.
and you see no additional invisible creatures.
Like they're truly not here then. If this magic lantern is to be believed.
Interesting.
Where is Raven? And I'll just be shouting it from there. Where is he?
Raven!
Govid, get back inside.
Yes, my liege. Raven.
Yes.
You are transported to the plane of death.
Welcome.
Prepare
I see
nightmares of hell.
you have been using your gifts wisely.
Oh, God's
You
sake.
piece of shit cynic then.
He's in the crystal spire, isn't he?
Where have you brought me?
To my home. Do you like it?
What do I see?
So you see a large audience chamber. Looks to be part of a very grand castle. Instead of bricks, though, everything is made of obsidian.
Nice. Not really my taste.
How so?
I don't really like the colour.
Well, it appears you'll be facing your biggest challenge yet. Do you feel ready?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Let's hope that you are. I have brought you here to tell you something important. Something I have found out.
Okay.
He reaches down behind his chair and pulls out a book. It's quite dusty. For you. I have spent considerable resources obtaining this information, and it is incredibly important that you read what is in this book.
Okay, I go over to it and look at the book. Does it have any writing on there?
It has a lightning symbol on one side and a flame symbol on the other.
Interesting.
It's like, this is your family history.
I reluctantly take the book.
Read. That is all.
Put it in my bag.
This knowledge will help you. Will bring you a clarity of mind that you have never experienced before. This will help you in your battle to come. And you're back in the alleyway. Feora, you're like, where is... There he is!
Where is these?
He's right
Where did you come from?
It's never happened to me before. Whenever I've faced step before it, usually just takes me to where I want to go. I don't understand. Where is the man? Was there anyone here?
There was definitely a man here. You both
Insight check.
Deception?
I'd like to insight check that as well, because he definitely wasn't there.
He definitely wasn't there.
And I also know he's quite willing to lie.
18.
Oh.
19.
Oh!
Insight.
And I also roll my insight.
19.
Oh. So everyone's beating you today.
No, not me.
You know nothing.
I know.
What?
I'm just happy to be
Check.
here.
Crunch. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, you get the fishings. There's something fishy going on.
Don't you dare lie to us.
Not while we're out in the open.
So get inside.
Let's get back in the house.
Don't ever try that again.
Look, I don't know who else is around.
Let's
Get inside.
Get inside.
And actually, Govid is like at the doorway, sort of covering you with his heavy crossbow.
I was going to say, what's too late for that, Covid. Maybe next time don't freeze.
What? I just went over as you said.
And then you froze for about 2 minutes.
What? I most certainly did not.
I had to slap you to wake you up.
Oh, you're calling your king a liar?
Most
I thought you-
definitely not, but I don't recall anything like this.
You stopped.
Don't let it happen again.
Govid,
Yes, my king.
you couldn't have done anything about it.
Well,
I just.
If you
don't know what you're talking about.
if you please keep watch of the window, and I take the others into another room.
Roughly in the bedroom. Sorry, what?
Maha.
Do you have anything, Callisto or Quinnis, to keep this conversation from anyone else?
I will see. I do not think I do, but...
That is cool.
I mean, we can have this conversation on a boat. That's...
On a boat.
As much as
Is that the
that
type of
would
thing you
be
after?
I mean, you're
very
in a harbour,
enjoyable.
so it's not
I
difficult.
will.
I've never been on a boat.
I turn myself into you. You could talk to me, and then you're just talking to yourself, and then it keeps it quite intimate.
It's very strange when you do that. Please turn back.
I will walk over to Raven and pick him up by
Which one?
Which Raven?
Yep.
the one that was stood where he was stood.
Make a perception check.
No.
Make a perception check.
And I'll walk over to Raven. I'll pick him up by like the.
I will
scruff of
randomly
his
decide.
I will dodge it.
You pick up the real one.
I will. No,
Dodge.
I'm not letting.
Make a
her.
grapple check.
So that's strength, is it? Or
It's my athletic. No. Oh, fuck it.
You
I
can
can't
choose. It's
My athletics
It's-
are.
No, strength versus athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah,
No,
it's.
Or
I
was it
have
the other
to-
way around?
No, it's.
I'm
I have
trying
to
to get out.
use.
Well, you can have the choice either acrobatics or athletics.
Hold on.
There-
I've actually bookmarked grapple.
So we always have this.
There is
grapple.
something.
When you want to grapple with it, you make an attack action as a special melee attack. That's it. And then you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of attack roll, contested by the strength or dexterity, so athletics or acrobatics.
cool.
It's your choice.
So yours is just an attack roll.
It rolled off a nat 20.
So it's a 20.
Less.
So, yeah, he dodges out of the way.
Whoa.
And as I dodge out the way, I get out the book. This.
I am willing... Shut up! I am willing to help you, but you are not helping yourself. Be forthright with us every time from now on. Do not lie to us.
I didn't know who was around on the street.
Then tell us something else. Do not lie to us. Do not try and get away with it.
I wasn't trying to.
How many women have you
I didn't-
upset to be able to roll
This
play
is
that well?
a huge place. With lots of people around.
Sorry.
Wow.
And leaning
Just
close.
the right one.
And when they're leaning close. And I don't know how many
Inspiration
followers
for
of Cyric will be close. I was just transported to Cyric's home, where he's giving me this to read.
I take a step back and transform back into.
This is a book of my history. He's told me it will help me understand who I am and where I can go.
You have to understand that he wants something from you. He is giving you all of these things, and they will not be free. You do not get things from someone just because of the kindness of their heart.
I understand this, Faye.
Especially someone as bad as him.
And I understand this, but if I understand my power, then I can maybe go up against him.
Do you not feel like that is playing directly into his hands? He wouldn't let you have an advantage in this kind of scenario.
Very true, but
If a god is
If-
giving you handouts, he knows exactly where you're going to use them.
They're not gods for no reason.
yes, he's also seen me kill a god. And therefore,
I think that was sort of, helping him in some way.
yes, I understand this.
I doubt he'd be intimidated by
Look,
that in any
at the end of the day,
context.
I've wanted always to find out what I am, what I can do. If this helps me understand myself better, I don't care who it's from.
And you don't care what it costs.
As long as it doesn't cost you guys anything, if it costs me, then so be it.
What if it costs the world?
Well, the spell plague seems to be easing.
What if it costs the world? Forget the spell plague. There is obviously something bigger at play.
That may be, but until we know what it is, I can't really do anything about that.
You can't be that stupid.
I have to take Raven's side in this, unfortunately. I don't really think there's much else he can be doing. He gets transported to another plane of existence where the god could do anything within his power in that moment in time. And he gives you a book. What do you do? In this scenario, and in every scenario that this prick has put him into, what would you do? I don't think refusing him is going to do anything. He clearly has a job or a purpose or a want of some sort with the land, and I don't think he's going to take no for an answer.
And if you all want to read the book as well,
I say we
I'm fine with this. But
ride
I'm
on with it.
going to read this book. I need to find out.
He's a god, for Christ's sake. I mean, he already knows what he's going to do.
Yes, but if the god is giving him things and asking him to do things, then he obviously can't take it for himself.
You do
even
things
s-
with your coin all the time.
And
You're
that-
doing it for your deity, are you not?
And if you knew my deity, you would know she is a good person, a good being. We know of Cyric. We know how evil he is.
I just think that you're all playing with gods and things.
Of it.
A god in one person's eyes, a god may be good, and another it may be evil.
I'm not particularly religious, I don't think.
This god sounds like a bit of a dick. I don't know your god, but I'm just saying that you obviously are in a pact with your god, and yes, your god might be a good god, but there is nothing to say that suddenly won't change, or she may send you down a path that we don't agree with, but you do. It's part of different opinions. We all have different things. I think one rule for you is not necessarily the rule that everyone should abide by. For instance, I think it was probably not a bad idea that Raven lied to us in the street till we got somewhere a little bit safer. Now I agree with you. Raven should not be lying anymore.
He could have not lied in the first instance and just told us he would tell us somewhere else. He was obviously trying to get away with it.
I didn't know who was watching.
Yes, and now he knows that he has lost our trust for a bit, and unfortunately, we will probably be scrutinizing him on everything, and he knows this.
I will not have any more dealings with him.
What?
I'm sorry that makes you feel that way, Faye.
Do not talk to me.
Splitting the party.
I will go
I feel you're
to a room
overreacting.
with my book.
Yes, probably best.
I do feel you're acting inappropriately. The man is trapped in a cage out of his control. What would you see him do?
Not give in.
And then where would that leave him, and where would that leave everyone else? Likely in the exact same situation.
He spoke to us before he had all of these dealings, that someone was after his power, whatever that may be. If this god is talking to him, he is more than likely after his power. And if all of these things play into what that god wants, then he is merely giving himself unto him.
But he is trying to get help. If we abandon him now, can you imagine if we had not been here to help him?
Mm-hmm.
His anger would have got the better of him, and this god thing would have got control of him much longer ago. We have been helping him. Now I get where you are coming from. A couple of months ago, I did not want to see him. It pissed me off something fierce. But you were the ones that told me, give him another chance. Help him. He is trapped at the moment. Quinnis has seen it. I can see it. He is trapped. Now you don't have to like him at this moment. You don't have to agree with what he is doing. But we cannot let him go. If we leave him by himself, that is probably what this person wants.
We are probably his only support network at the moment, and we are the only chance of funneling whatever horseshittery is going on with Cyric into what could potentially be a different outcome. Left to his own devices, he is just a pawn. That's all he is. He's not capable of making independent thought, and quite clearly Cyric does not have a hold over the three of us. He's not pointing us in a direction. We can point Raven in a direction.
Yes, but we also have to understand that if Raven is being the one controlled, we need to not follow behind him.
All the better to keep an eye on him.
And have you not noticed that since he's been honest with us, and since we've been trying to help him, it is clear he is being visited more right now. We are not whatever this thing wants. We do that. Yeah. Cyric does not want us here, I do not think.
He keeps actively trying to disassociate Raven from us.
I think we are a good influence on him.
Or a bad influence on Cyric. Regardless, I don't see this as a bad outcome. We could use this not to sound like a benevolent god out of context, but we could use this to our advantage. We restore things to the way things were before the spell plague. Maybe whatever it is that is bothering Raven then leaves him alone. His opportunity for power is lost. Things will fall into place. We have to actively act against Cyric's wishes, but to do that we should keep Raven close. Know what he's being asked to do. The man is risking a lot just by revealing everything that's going on.
We have an amazing insight into someone who is close to this Cyric person, who is clearly evil. And I'm sorry, and you might think this is mean, but the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
I would rather know what's going on with the god-afflicted rampant maniac than keep him at a distance where I don't know what he's doing.
If he does suddenly turn, then we are here.
Also, the king has been associated with this madman for the past how many months now?
Yeah, about 7 months.
Imagine he gets lost under Cyric's influence, then goes on a murderous rampage across many countries. Do you not think that poor Callisto is going to have rather a shit list on his name?
I mean, that I don't really care about. I more care that we don't let Raven descend into madness or
Yes, that too. That's
die.
quite important.
I think you are both very well informed. You understand what the situation is, but I believe Raven does not. I believe he's stuck on what he wants, and that's for him to learn of his history, his power, and to unleash it. He is obsessed with it. If you feel you can drive him towards the same thinking you have, and you believe him, then by all means, do so. He does not have my trust.
Good lord, I'm not telling you to trust him, I'm telling you to keep him close.
Yes, and that shall be your job.
look.
Don't death my body.
I do not know his intentions, and I 100% agree with you. I think he is far too set on seeking power, and you are right, it seems to be seeking power at any cost. I think he is quite selfish, and he does not think about others as much as he claims.
Yes.
I cannot really talk, I am not the most unselfish person in the world.
But you would not do it to the detriment of others.
No, I would...
To the true detriment of others.
No. I would like to think not. But I cannot help but see a little bit of myself in him, and I will not give up on him. And all I ask is that you allow him to stay with us. You do not have to be civil to him, you do not have to even talk to him, but stay with us. You are powerful, and if something bad is happening, I would want you on my side. I would not want you far away.
I will protect you too,
Thank you.
even if it is from Raven.
Thank you. And I will protect you as well.
The structural network is very important. Maybe hope to redeem the man he is at the end of this.
Goodness, would you mind if I went and had a chat with Raven? Would you want to join, or...?
I'd rather keep an eye on you. I'd rather we don't leave him alone with an individual for the time being.
Very well, yeah.
It is quite apparent that his god may make opportunistic snatches at people.
Okay,
I will accompany you.
perfect. We will go talk to Raven now.
I
you-
shall stay down here with Govid.
Yeah, Govin's literally just crossbow out the window.
It's okay.
He's gonna shoot the glass out of anyone who even comes close to the house.
What is that?
It's like wired on edge.
Oh my god.
Squirrel's right.
Stop it. Crossbow down.
Is that bloody druid?
Yeah, yes.
Yellow alert off.
He puts his crossbow away. Still looking out the window though. Okay.
Raven.
Come in. I'm just sat cross-legged in the middle of the floor, just with the book open.
Okay.
Yeah, so in a couple of minutes you've had a quick sort of page through. And yeah, it appears from the a handful of pages you've kind of skimmed
What
through.
language is it in?
It is in
Dothraki.
your native tongue.
Obviously.
Nice.
Fair enough.
We're saved.
And
What's your native
it
tongue?
covers off
Silver.
some of your family history.
Mhm.
And it says it starts off with tales of many generations ago,
Mhm.
and from kingdoms that you've never heard of.
Okay.
And you're kind of sort of glancing and sort of skimming through a few pages. There's a few. There's a drawing of an elf with wings. That
Oh shit.
looks suspiciously star elfish.
Mhm.
And small sort of drawings, like very rudimentary kind of maps of like local areas near a town where your ancestors were. And it says that they had a great understanding of the elements, and they were able to summon elementals at will and control them. And
Okay.
they found ways to harness some of that power for themselves. Then, skipping forward a few more pages, there's kind of skips ahead kind of a couple of generations to a time that you recognise that is talking about a beer, and it's fondly referred to as the New Land,
Interesting.
and the foundings of a large city there for the Eladrin and a couple of other sort of allied races. And the names that you recognise are what you believe to be the names of your mother and father,
Okay.
and they were the leaders of this, like the founders, if you will, of
Wow.
this city. And then you reach a part with almost like a family tree, and you think, you wonder where you are on there. And you don't pay too much attention to the top so much, but you're kind of looking for your name along the way, but you're not there.
Okay.
And then you get the knock from Callista.
Right.
Sorry. Not sure whose that is.
Come on.
Just kick you on the table.
Hello.
Footsies.
May we come in?
Of course. I just make note of the page with their family.
Yeah.
tree, and then-
Is there a chair in the room?
Good question. Would you have a chair? Probably. There's one chair.
Yeah, it'll be with a chair and
Yeah. Nice.
You okay there, buddy?
I'm fine. How is Feora?
She will need time.
She's pissed, yes.
She
She needs to understand I'm not all after my power. I'm trying to control it. I don't want to turn on my friends. I felt awful when I beat you like I did. Completely lost control. I want to be able to control this. I don't want it to be used against me or used against anyone else. If this helps me control it, then maybe it can't fall into the wrong hands.
I can see things from both of your perspectives. However, to maybe add a little bit more structure to what Feora seems concerned by, do you not feel like this is enabling your desperation? This is very convenient that something seems to be working when you're so desperate for it to do so.
Yes, I can see this.
Not that I think that we have any other option at the moment, but you are very content to let this apparent evil deity ease your pain, as storybook as these things usually turn out, not for the better.
No, I understand this, but I believe I'm a little bit trapped now. I don't know how to get out of
You're
it.
very much trapped, yes.
It's funny how you're using all the same words from the last conversation.
Look, my problem is, I have to agree with Feora. I saw you when Ciric was there. Ciric was encouraging you to lose control. Whatever Ciric wants, he clearly wants you to lose control.
Yes, that is why I want to control it.
No, but you do not understand. This is what you keep saying, but you're not listening. You say, I want to control it, yet every time Ciric comes to you and says, here, let me help you control it, you're like, yes, of course, thank you. You grab it without thinking. This book, this might help. I'm glad it's your history. But you do not know that.
No,
What is the minute you opened it, it suddenly trapped you or unleashed you. You were not in control when I saw you. And you were just grabbing things without even thinking.
Do we actually know that this text is factual in any way? Is there any way that you can accredit that it's definitely the history of your family?
I do recognise certain names in it from I've only flipped through it.
But I mean, I could write a book with some facts in and then some specific moments of exactly what you want to hear to turn you against it. Look, I am not saying don't look at this. I'm not saying don't trust whatever's coming, but you have 3 people here, including Feora, who want to protect you, who want to keep you safe. You cannot just keep grabbing everything just because it's presented to you as a nice opportunity.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, maybe I should give the book to you to keep hold of for now.
I can look after it. Well, how about this, Queenies?
Mm-hmm.
You are a bit more au fait with the world in which that is from.
With the beer, and it does have quite a lot about
Yes.
beer in it. You probably know more about its history as you've
More than
read
likely,
so much.
I've lived in libraries. Yeah.
Maybe you could read it, and then if you think there's any truth to it, then maybe I could read it too.
Happy? Yes, I'm happy to do so.
Give you the book.
I obtained one book.
I've just called it The Book of My Family.
Book of Raven's family.
Book of Raven's family.
Inventory.
Look, Raven. Feor is going to need time.
Yes.
She will travel with us and we will all still stay together, but do not expect anything from her. And I have to be honest, I know you would want to go up to her and apologize and talk. I will give her
some
space.
space. I will give her space, yes.
And if you need anything, Gwyneth and I, we are here. Okay?
Thank you.
And
I know I've made this very hard, and I know we are on this journey because of me. But in my own way, I'm trying to make it right.
I know. I understand that, and that is why I am understanding where you're coming from, but...
Yes. I know I'm grabbing at things desperately. I feel such shame for what I did. I just want to try and fix it.
But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to accept what has happened,
Yes.
and as a group, we will try and fix it.
I know I'm many years old, but in truth, I'm still but a child when it comes to the world we live in. I have only known the monastery. That's all I've known.
I mean, we all are. Look around, we are all children out of... I mean, in terms of, we are children away from our homes.
Yeah.
I am not where I belong. Feor is not where she belongs. Queenies fell from the sky 5 months ago.
That is true.
We are all new to this world.
Yeah, I still have no idea why I'm here. I'm not accepting gifts from deities to find that out, though. Sometimes you have to put in the
Well,
legwork.
maybe this book will help you with some of your history as well.
It's written in Elvish.
Yes.
North.
The one bit of advice I would say is, it is clear Zirik does not want you dead.
No,
If Zirik wanted you dead, I'm sure.
I would be
Probably
most
could have-
definitely dead. As you well know, I've died quite a few times since we've known each other.
Never die.
So, what I would
Getting close.
say is you are probably quite safe in refusing Zirik.
Okay. Well, from now on, I will try and say no.
Okay. Because we cannot help you when you go off.
Mhm.
I know that is something you cannot control, but we cannot be there to help you. But when you come back, we can be.
Yes.
Right, that was rather an exhausting conversation. I feel like we should rest before heading into
I need a drink.
the crypt. Well, how many days have we got left to do this task?
We have 3 days left.
About to be 2.
I'm
No?
Well, we're getting late in the day at the moment, but
Yeah, we're getting late in the day and day 2.
Yep, and you had 4, and you've got 3 days left on my timer, so we're about to jump
We got
out
given
to
5 days.
2.
Oh no, we got till Friday and it was a Tuesday when we got given the quest, didn't we?
It was Saturday.
We
End
have
of day
got-
on Saturday.
You said the end of the week.
It was Tuesday, end of day on Saturday.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
5 days.
5 days. You said you have until the end of the week, and then you rolled and went, thankfully, it's a Tuesday. I do remember this.
So we've got 3 and a bit days at the moment.
Soon to be 3 days.
Should be 3.
I pick up my staff mid-morning tomorrow, and if no one else has anything else to do, then
we
I say
go
we
immediately.
try and find out how to get into the City of the Dead.
I think, yes.
We may need permission, and then
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we do need permission, don't we?
We had it on a map. There was a map. We have a map. With
Yes,
cities
we do have a
on it.
map, but ask us to say we need the permission to get in.
yes,
Yeah.
I will. I'll speak to Chase and see if
see if we can get the ball rolling. Maybe.
he knows who might have permission to get in there. I might
and
be
then we
able
can spend
to.
another day finding out how to get in.
Well, I might be able to
Say something.
become the person we need to be.
Yes, that's very true. It's a
Fair
very,
enough.
very useful hat. Please don't use it for nefarious reasons.
I mean, I don't need the hat, but it is just useful. It's easier for me to use the hat. Right, I'm going to have a drink. I think
Yes.
it's been a long day.
Right.
I've got some amazing stuff. I'm so happy.
Likewise, hopefully I won't die so easily.
So, you spend the rest of the day drinking, eating food, resting
Mm.
in the day
Trancing,
to
meditating.
come.
I will spend the evening reading through Raven's book.
Make an investigation check.
I will go to Feyor as well and offer a glass of wine and see if he wants to have a drink. If not,
Investigation,
Yes, please.
23.
oh, wow. Investigate the shit out of that book.
I will message you.
Thank
You
you.
find.
Oh.
And then it's up to you what you want to do with the information.
I will dismount from Riker Post.
Dismount from Riker Pose. Okay, so we'll call it there.
I did
Oh.
officially get inspiration, didn't I? 'Cause
You
I
did.
put it on my... Yes!
You did.
I've got it on my sheet. Nice.
Nice.
Because
That
I
was for mocking Murray.
Basically.
It said Murray must have been very skilled in pissing off women to have role-played a pissed off woman so well. Because I was sat there listening and then I realised how impressed I was.
I was half.
Nicely
Said
said.
she was aimed at you. You best be listening.
No, I mean, I was listening to you. I wasn't listening to what she said.
Okay.
Okay, so we grab some MVP votes. We always start with you. Let's start with you.
I'll vote Martin.
I vote Callista.
Ooh.
Staying close.
Devil.
This isn't working, so I was going to vote Murray for that. Sorry.
I was going to vote one of these two.
Okay, do it.
Vote Jess and then we all have one.
Yeah, dear.
No one
Deal
gets
with that.
Nothing.
Vote everyone.
Why was
Yeah.
I going to get one?
No, I'll
I
give it
thought
to
everyone did really.
Everyone did really well, so Jess.
Yeah, I thought,
Oh.
I thought everyone did really good roleplay today.
We
Yeah,
did.
that was
Yeah.
a really good roleplay today.
Okay, I am going to.
Felt like proper told off.
Yeah, I know.
Good. 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 You can't keep getting away. You can't
can't keep getting away.
Good session today. Some good,
Thank
solid role playing. Actually, didn't
was
quite get to the point where I
Wanted
planned,
to
but.
be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But that's just the way it's going to go sometimes.
Too
Sometimes
much.
it's good to
Yeah.
get that story in and
I mean, you
Shopping always takes
Shopping
about
always takes
40% longer
than
than what you
You
think.
knew
Yeah,
what you
that's
do,
true.
and he said there is a small.
so I will give
Yeah.
everybody 4,000 XP for today.
Oh.
I don't think that's enough, but I will take it. No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, no, it is.
Boop. She did. Oh, yeah.
About halfway up.
Yeah.
I'm level 6. Yay!
You get stuff at level
I'm
6.
level
Yeah, I guess
7.
so.
Oh no, you're split.
I get my extra attack.
Yeah, but you're a level 7.
We're level 7.
No, I can't be level 7. Oh no, I'm level 6, sorry. Because
How
I
you
saw the
level-
level 7, I was like halfway
just like-
between 6
Yeah,
and 7.
literally. How are you,
One in front.
how are you level
Yeah.
7?
I'm halfway between them.
I was going to say. Okay, so we're all level 6.
Yep.
Jess?
Yeah, I'm level 6.
Hey. I know you're a little behind, but I wasn't too sure how much further.
I'm just
Oh.
level 6.
Oh. This keeps rolling like 6, 6, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1.
Oh no. Use a different dice.
I'm going to use this roll.
7, that's a good HP roll.
Do I roll a d8 as well? Is that right?
You roll whatever your hit dice is. If you go short rest, it'll tell you.
Monk is D8,
I
is
think
it?
Monk's D8 as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Only Fight is a D10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbarian's D12.
Okay, I'm just going to go straight roll it.
You rolled an
I
8!
rolled an 8.
Nice.
And
You get the
tough,
extra.
you get the extra 2.
Yeah, you don't have to
So
add
I
the
just
tough.
have to say.
You just add
You
it
just
on
you just have to put that
do
you
I just
rolled
put
an
it in
8.
the rolled? Or?
automatically.
Put in the rolls,
Just
yeah.
Add an extra.
Add an
eight
extra
to
8 to what you've rolled.
Cool.
What are you going to do for
I
that?
don't know if I want it in Warlock or Sorcerer.
'Cause
The
it'll-
best around. I think you never let me down. The best around.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna take it.
Wow.
Yeah,
if I do it in
I can
Warlock,
learn
I
another
get
spell. I don't know what spell I want to take.
So,
Cool. Thank you very much, DM.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you much, everybody, for
yeah,
catching up with us this week or on our YouTube channel.
And
If memory serves, next week
we do a
is,
one-shot next week.
is the
Yes.
next bit of the
Ongoing shot.
Ongoing shot.
the multi-shot.
Multi-shot. Little dice.
So
Multi-shot.
yeah, Martin will be helming next week, and then the week after we'll be back to our normal schedule. So hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll have to read up on what they'll do so I can actually remember.
Bye.
Blade is for